Okay, now it started. Now, where were we last? I think last you were going to talk to the blacksmith about something. I think it was your quarters.
Casting smile.
What? Dude.
Things.
You are breaking up for some reason. I don't know why. Like badly.
Yes.
I seriously can't understand what you're saying. You are breaking up that badly. I have no idea what it is either.
So, okay. 1 second. We need battle. Testing.
I think that you're not breaking up anymore, I don't think. Okay. Now, you were going to talk to the blacksmith about something.
I walked to the blacksmith, spinning my quarterstaff stake. I set it down on the anvil and asked her, could you perchance bob this with these dragon scales? And lay out some dragon scales.
Well, I could definitely do that, but it would take some time. It would probably take about a week, and it would take probably about, for the work invested, it would take about 10 of the dragon scales, and about 50 gold pieces.
Okay, can you repeat all that?
In the literally most condensed form I can make this, week worth of time, 10 dragon scales, and 50 gold pieces.
Okay, give me a second. Where did I put the dragon scales on? How many? I had 20 dragon scales.
Yeah, you had 20. Yeah, you had 20. We might not have marked them down, but...
Okay, I separate 50 gold pieces and 10 scales and set them, and I set down my quarterstaff.
Okay. It'll take about a week, and I think you'll be back there for will you be back there for something else in about a week? I'm not sure. You have a lot to get.
Yes, several things.
So, let's write down 7 days, things. Barbed quarterstaff. You are making a nightmare of a quarterstaff. It's just like, this quarterstaff is a Swiss Army knife of a quarterstaff. Everything shall die to it.
This quarterstaff is mine. It may be special, but it is mine. I shall wield it as if it was mine. I shall kill you as if it was mine.
I kinda wanna say, just for the sake of stupid, I kinda wanna give you this idea and I kinda don't. Like duct taping on the cannon the quarterstaff. I don't know why, that just seems like you'd have the cannon, the quarters, everything on one stick.
I then ask her, any chance you can make darts with the rest of the dragon scales?
He looks at them. The way the dragon scales are, I cannot make darts out of them.
Well, that sucks.
That's like the first thing you haven't made dragon.
Give me a second. I think I got an idea of blowing up my think tank.
Oh God! Translation from Myrick speech into normal common folk. Myrick will kill entire town with Rube Goldberg type machine to make thing.
Well, there's 10 left. How many claws do I have per hand?
How many claws do you have per hand?
I have 5 per hand, making something that I could use the dragon scale.
Actually, I think for dragons it's like 4, actually. I think it might be 4.
I'm half Yanti.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm half Yanti.
This is a weird section now. Because we haven't talked about whether you have 4 or 5 before. I mean, you can still have 4 and be fine.
5.
Okay, you have 5. We'll say you have 5.
Ask, could you maybe make some sort of cloud gauntlet to put on my hand to make my my attacks with my claws more effective?
One moment, please. And she walks into the house, and she comes back out with a very, very long piece of... I can't remember what it's called. The measuring tape, effectively. And she goes around your hand and gets measurements. Then thinks about the dragon scales or something. Yeah, I could do that with 10 dragon scales. It'd probably take about 11 days and about 100 gold pieces.
About how many pieces?
100. You're running low, aren't you, Mirk?
100 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Okay, I give her the last of the dragon scales and 100 gold.
Okay, mark that off. And, Mirk, you have officially, on my scrap sheet of paper that I'm writing down all the stuff you have officially gotten to the point where, just because of one drawing on the paper, I have had to shift the column and make a new one. So
what's the longest one I have to wait for? Which is the longest one I have to wait for?
That's your stronghold, which is in 14 days. If you're not counting the stronghold, it's the dragon scale mail and the clawed goglets in 11 days.
Okay, I told Dimios to say, punch me.
It's just how you go to sleep. It's like, Dimios, punch! And
no, the thing is, Milk in the Flame always gets he can hibernate instead of getting knocked out for extended time.
Yes, and as you say that, it's like a reflex, because Dimios was at this point hands like crossed, and it's just reflex. Flicks his right arm, punches you dead in the face, and you are now unconscious. And
okay. Does anyone say anything after just get knocked unconscious?
Oh no, this is what happens, because this is something that needs to happen. Dimios, we're gonna split to Dimios' point of view for a little bit, since you are unconscious. Dimios is gonna say, I'll take care of this, and he just starts dragging you across the ground and across the rocks, and it's a while. You don't know this. It literally is 2 days of, it's like 2 or 3 days of just straight travel. But he just carries you and hauls you back to the town hall and just throws you on top of the, he just throws you on top of the table. And then Furnace just pushes you off after like a minute after he notices you're actually there. Now we can switch to Mirik point of view. That was like 3 days, by the way. So how long did you want to sleep for? 14
What was
days,
I pushed
I guess?
off to?
I don't know. I just...
14. No, I want to do 11 days because I haven't finished doing the strong cup thing.
I don't know where your
Only
thing
11
went, and I
days.
don't have your asset. You're the one that has your asset. So can you please,
Give
like...
me a second.
Actually, wait, I can just copy and paste. What am I thinking?
What did you?
The way. Give me a moment.
What did you do, man?
I don't know. I moved you off of the table, and you deleted yourself from existence. Mirik is so powerful, he deleted himself with his own power.
Malik doesn't simply get pushed off the table. He gets vanquished off the table.
It's just like tables are your weakness. Oh god. But anyway, over those over the space.
I'm guessing you would have pushed.
Yeah. Just off the table, yeah. But over the next few days, nothing much happens, except for two things that are very important. One, you won't know this until you wake up, but Dimios and everyone else knows this. One, the brothers finally got the hole in the entirety of the table fixed. That table has seen some shit. There might be a story on that table on my channel. For anyone who if you want to see the story of the table.
I took it. I took the table, remember?
No, you didn't. You put it back down, remember?
I said
You
I was
said that
gonna
you
go
slammed it back. You said made it reappear and stood on top of it before the battle. You never said you put it back in your shadow realm.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay.
And
Cusses.
and also they get the dwarf-sized hole in the door fixed. Finally. Again, I might have stories up for why this town hall has been so utterly fucked. Quite a bit of it goes back to Mirik, but the dwarf-sized hole actually does not.
I'm gonna assume everyone's at full HP besides me. Well, probably I'm gonna be at full HP.
Everyone's taking multiple long rests and stuff. Panat is keeping to his drinking schedule of endless amounts per day. And about I think it would be about 4 days into this. If I remember correctly, it's like 4 days into this, and I don't know if his health points are probably wrong. I'm gonna have to double check that actually for one of them. But here's something interesting that happens. About 4 days in, Lupin finally looks up from his book and says, "I've memorized them all." To anyone who's wondering, he has thousands of books in his room. That's why he was reading for the past many days. He got the thing that gives him photographic memory, so he needs to reread everything. And then Demio says, "Shut up!" "I will not shut up. You will not make me shut up. You cannot make me shut up. I will never." And Demios knocks him unconscious.
What did Dimios just take out a bill and just popped it?
Nope, he flicked him upside the nose.
I wants to.
Tabaxis, the cat race. It's easy to flick them upside the nose. And, but for the rest of it, nothing much happens. Apart from Lupin coming to consciousness. Then Dimios just reaching over to Panat's drinking cup. And then putting it directly underneath Lupin's nose. And then Lupin's unconscious again. Then giving it back to Panat. And, then finally, what was it? Did you say 11 days you wanted to sleep? Are up!
Yeah, 11 days.
And you wake up.
I wake up, wow, you actually hit me hard for once. weak pansy.
I can do it again.
Nah. I think everything ready by.
At this point, remember, it's been like 4 days since I told you that, Lupin was knocked out by alcohol. He just now comes to consciousness again. Lupin has very low tolerance.
Hey, Lupin, you want some dragon kill?
No! And he just throws the middle finger up at you and just dashes out the door before you can even move. Nope, no dragon.
And I turn to Demios, and that's how you get rid of Lupin.
Oh, come on. You know there... And then Demios just looks at you and says, there's another way. And then Demios shows you that he has one of Lupin's books. And about 5 seconds later, you hear what roughly can be described as the wail of a banshee mixed with death incarnate.
I immediately grab Demios and says, oh, we're out of here.
Where?
And we both leave.
Where are you going?
To the blacksmith. To the blacksmith, please.
Oh, God. You have pissed off Lupin. You are both dead. It will take time, but you are both dead. Lupin is one of the ones that can't die, remember?
It may take him 2,000 years, but I will kill you.
Okay. Again, as you arrive to the blacksmith, and Fulcran tells Andre, go in the house, honey. And he walks over to the house, and you can see now that there are, for lack of a better term, steel plates welded onto the windows. And the door has more locks on it than thought possible. And about 1,000 runes. In fact, roll a religion check.
Okay.
This is what Mirik does to people. He makes them hermits.
Did it work? I can't see.
I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked. Oh, it worked, I think. No. Oh!
Okay. It's coming to...
Wait, are you proficient in religion? Are you seriously proficient in religion? I forgot.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Sorry, the reason I'm surprised about that, guys, is because he tends not to roll anything but natural 20s on religion checks, so usually it doesn't even come into play with his modifiers. Also, you rolled 25 twice. Jesus Christ, your luck. But
That's
you know...
not luck. I am just a very religious to myself, mainly, but I am religious.
You know, most of the symbols mean, in rough translation without being too vulgar, stay away, evil demon named Mirik, stay away from this house, do not enter this house or you will be smitten with the holy might of 1,000 divine energies. And it's just that repeating on everything. Except for one thing. There is a set of runes directly on the door that you recognize as meaning, effectively, there's no direct translation for this, but it effectively means it's a rune that's put on doors of people who are about to get married sometime in the near-ish future. Near-ish future being like 2 or 3 months.
Well, as I notice all this, I pick up. You know that wouldn't stop me if I actually want to get in, right?
She looks at you and says, I'm pretty sure 1,000 bolts of arcane and divine energy going through anyone would instantly kill them. If not, throw them into the next county.
I have ways of getting around it. Anyways.
Oh yeah, and she gets all of your stuff from her, which would be that would be oh shit, dude. Oh shit, dude. I have to remember which one's for which. So 30 canisters for the clockwork cannon. You then get your barbed quarterstaff, which
okay,
now
give me a second, I gotta rename it.
which now not only can you choose whether to do piercing or bludgeoning damage, and not only did it do the damage it did before, but now you add an extra D8 to all attack rolls with it. All damage rolls, not attack rolls, different thing.
Give me a second, my Milky and Flame thing is freezing up. I don't think it can handle all this stuff.
It's just like, what have you done? What have you done?
I'm gonna have to force close it and reopen it.
There's too much shit. It's too much shit.
Okay, give me a second. I have to reopen it.
Myric Emerald Flame, the first character to overload Roll20's character creator.
I actually this is a lot of game once.
You accidentally did what again?
I accidentally closed. I accidentally shut down the Roll20's entire assault.
Again, Myric Emerald Flame, breaker of websites. Why do I keep doing that? I swear to God. There's a thing with YouTubers. Like, even when we're not recording our faces, we still do a lot of hand gestures. And I just did, like, the infomercial, like, smile and wink to camera. There is no camera.
That's one way to do it, I guess. Okay. I think I need to empty out some of these things in my inventory.
Like what? Everything?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay, so... Okay, nope. Quad, quarterstaff. And I get an extra D8 onto it?
Yes, an extra D8.
Let's see if I did this right.
Okay, I swear to God, this quarterstaff is gonna be the thing that's gonna end the... It's just not even gonna be a normal quarterstaff at the end. It's going to be like this giant machine of just death. It's gonna do like infinite amounts of damage and just gonna be like, God, dead.
I think my quarterstaff is confusing. Let's see if I did this right.
Did your quarterstaff break Roll20? Is your quarterstaff too powerful for its own good? It's trying to delete itself from existence because it knows it's too powerful for its own good.
Everything's lagging because of...
Close.
Right.
I don't think you had that right. Did you?
No, that did not do it right. That did not work.
I think that did, actually. You just had a bad roll.
No, it didn't. No, it just added the dex modifier for damage. It did the 2d8s, which is its natural damage, and then the dex modifier.
I'm gonna double check that. I'm double checking just to make sure. You're probably alright, I'm just double checking.
Yeah. I'm gonna just put in the description, 1 extra d8 for attacks.
Yes, because otherwise you are going to break the universe! Myric is legitimately getting powerful enough that he's breaking the universe itself. This is surprising. He's not even level 20 yet.
Okay.
I fear when he gets past level 10.
Okay, my Bob quarterstaff is done. Okay.
Now! You have the... Did you put in your extra 30 canisters of clockwork cannon firing power?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have 32.
Okay. What else did you get from this person? Oh yeah. 2 great swords, 2 short swords, and 5 daggers. Draconic in nature. Oh god, I'm going to be speaking for the next hour. Okay, the daggers, the 5 daggers that you have, the 5 dragon bone daggers, do...
Dragon teeth.
Yes.
Dragon teeth.
They do 3d4. They do 3d4 piercing damage, and count as magical weapons, excuse me, for the purposes of overcoming resistances. Tell me when you got that right, Nick.
I don't even have the items or the quantity of them done yet. Me clicking the plus button now lags my calendar sheet for about 50 seconds up to a minute.
Dude, let me tell you something very useful. There is a button. There's a thing in your bio page called treasure. You can put all of your, like, random shit and all your magic items in that section. Holy shit! It just now hit me how much shit. So everyone, this is what a hoarder looks like. Also, I hope you realize that the muffin that you have is now moldy as all hell. And the grilled cheese.
Yes, I know.
You have mold.
So great. No, that I shoved that into the shadow. That one.
It'd still be moldy after like a month.
Shh.
And you have or those are
I have a muffin.
You have 2 great swords, 2 short swords, and 5 daggers.
I haven't even got it. I can't even edit the number of great sword at the moment. You might have to add other stuff in.
Okay.
Or try. You can try.
Mirek has I'm having no trouble. I'm having no trouble
yeah.
Actually. You're the only one that apparently has trouble adding stuff. I spelled
Maybe
T.
I just need a relaunch.
Maybe it decided that it wanted to kill you because you were trying to destroy everything with your upgrades.
Like everything is most things.
It's like, oh hey, thing can be upgraded. Upgrade it. You are effectively just min-maxing everything with as much power as you can. You are pumping so much power into the system cannot handle the amount of power.
No more daggers. I told her to make throwing daggers, so that is a difference.
No, actually, in terms of D&D, daggers and throwing daggers are the same thing. It's just you've never used a dagger to throw before. They can be thrown from a range of 20 to 60 feet. Attack is a dex modifier. If I have to type all this in, I'm going to destroy your soul. I'm just kidding. I can't destroy your soul. Yet.
Okay.
3d4 plus dex modifier.
I'm loading low 20 whatsoever.
Oh, overcome. Count as Magical for overcoming resistances.
Just
I'm adding them.
stuff in while I am.
Yours. And now for the Draconic Greatsword. Oh my god. I have to type in the great swords and the short swords now. Great sword. To anyone, to me in the future, edit this out, except for this specific part. To anyone wondering how long this is taking, imagine an eternity, triple that. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it's only adding me.
I'm kind of glad you're cutting up now. Because then I can't hear your excuses for this not being as bad as it actually is. Okay, I just got the great sword.
I'm just imagining getting. Hold a second. Grabs the great sword, step 50 minutes. Does that the great sword for 50 minutes. Can't it great swords? How? Okay. You may have.
You had to do that.
And.
You had to do that as I was typing. You know that messes up the typing when you do that, right?
Well, sorry, mate. I was trying to be helpful.
It's fine. How dare you? Oh, come on! I don't know if that was you. I don't know if that was you or just Roll20 being dumb on that one.
I haven't done anything.
Then it was Roll20 being dumb. You literally have so many attacks that it is trying to delete them.
I haven't rolled any attacks.
I said you have so many attacks in your list that it's like legitimately being like, nope, can't handle. Too many types of attacks.
What? Once I get all the stuff, I'm gonna take out the dagger and just toss it to the side. So, and you're useless.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I love how I bought necromantic bolts for my crossbow and has not used this one.
I think you did use one. I have a feeling you used one at some point, but I can't remember when.
No, I have not shot it once. I was thinking of doing it, but it would have done nothing because we were fighting mechanical objects.
Well, it's... Oh yeah, that's true. That was the thing. That's the reason why you couldn't hit it. I remember stuff now! Somewhat. I sound kind of drunk, probably, but I remember stuff. And, finally... Oh god, there's still one more thing! God damn it.
Yeah,
I thought... Yeah, the goggles.
My shadow.
Fake! Oh, also, we need to adjust something on your quarterstaff wherever that is on your attack list. We just need to make a note of something.
I just want...
We need to make a note.
I'm
just gonna add this into the description as well. And it's another note. It counts as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistances. Meaning anything that's normally resistant to, say... Meaning that basically, werewolves be damned. You will quarterstaff them to death.
Like, my quarterstaff may not be most unique quarterstaff. It may not be the prettiest quarterstaff. But werewolf be down. He shall fall. Whack.
Dragon Claw. I'm just gonna call them gloves because I actually forgot how to spell the word goglet for a second. Screw it.
Well, be dragon scale. Close enough. It doesn't really matter. If it works, it works.
If you actually use this, I will be surprised.
It's not like I barely use any. Actually, I have.
Okay, so the Dragon Claw gloves. What's your normal Shadow Claw attack? It's 1d6.
Mine,
This is going to be
1d6.
I have no idea what just happened. Okay, that written down.
And it's type Ollie. Apparently, whatever Ollie is. You know what Ollie is?
I think that's you fucked with shit and it didn't work.
Yeah, probably. It's me.
So that's bludgeoning damage. It's 3d6 bludgeoning damage. If I don't think that typed in right. Did that type in right? Nope.
Maybe slashing damage.
So yeah, it probably would. Sorry, I'm used to fist weapons being bludgeoning. Okay, that's the general rule. Except for beast races, which I play beast races. There are low classes.
I'm gonna probably always have these. So each time I do a claw attack, it's gonna. So.
And it also gets us the count as magical for purpose of overcoming resistances, because that's what dragon scales do. Okay! Let me think. That's done, that's done, that's done. That's done. Hey! We finally have all the shit from this blacksmith! Now let's go to the next place!
Then after taking everything, I reach in, take out a dagger, and just toss it off. I don't need this anymore.
Okay. That's her as a character saying that, not me as the DM saying that. That's her as a character saying that. Okay. Now then, what you doing next?
I put the dragon claw glove. Give me a second. My roll 20 is updating of me deleting the dagger from all of resistance.
Oh god, oh god, I just thought of the stupidest thing we could do. We could have infinity stones.
What?
Then you can be basically Thanos. You have your rings. You have your rings.
I am practically Thanos. I am practically Thanos of how many things I have.
It's like, no you're not. You're fashionable Thanos. Thanos is a bit too clunky in his design. Yours is more fashionable.
Also, the mighty Thanos has a... Look at these glorious gems and my fashion sense beats yours.
Yeah, it's just like you literally blind Thanos himself with your fashion sense. It's just like, wah, too much fashion. Entire armies bow down to your fashionable prowess.
Your fashion sense is too powerful.
This is so dumb and I love it. What are you doing now? That you have your gloves on. Yes. And now you can actually make the joke that the gloves are off. You can actually make that joke if things ever get to that point.
This is too weak. The gloves are off. I take out my quarterstaff and says, "This is my quarterstaff. Now none like it. Now none like it. This is my weapon of justice and fury. Now I shall vanish." Just slam it to the ground.
It's just like, I'm here? I'm guessing that's just going away and disappearing into your smoke mist. Or you just like chill.
Yes, along with Demios.
Yes. Now where are you going?
We are going from this world.
Now where are you going?
To get the arm. To go get the arm.
Okay, so the armor was from Tanner's place. Or the leather worker. Whatever I decided to call him. I think it was the leather worker.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you appear in the store with your smoke and your lightning and your bell dinging.
Yep. And if Demios is with me as well.
I imagine the way Demios enters the room is he just like flourishes his great sword in this awesome epic display. It's
I just thought about something. Lupin must have been halfway where we were at.
Oh. Oh! Oh no, you're screwed now. You wanna know why? You already entered town!
Why?
He can smell your fear! At least when it comes to his books. No one fucks with Lupin's books. He can smell Demios.
I have no
Demios smells like blood and death. It's very hard to miss.
Okay. Well.
But as you, oh wait, we're in the wrong one. Shit. I realized we were in the wrong, or no, this is the Tanners. Sorry. I thought we were in the other one for a second. My brain decided to stop working. But as you enter, again, the Wood Elf just looks up from his desk and is in a bit of shock, but not as much as last time, from the 8-foot-tall demon in full armor with a giant greatsword, as well as the shadow dragon Yonti hybrid standing before him. But he does say, your armor's over there. And he just points to, like, the right side, with the right side of the counter. There's just a set of dragon scale armor.
I slither over to him and start looking at it. What the wall to determine how good it was made.
Investigation check.
Well, I got a +4 to that.
Don't fuck it up. At least you didn't go blind.
7.
Okay. It's dragon scale armor. You do start to see, you think it's better than yours, but by the time you start thinking about it too much, the door to the shop slams open, and you see, in the doorway, Lupin panting and staring death, and the only way to explain this is the stare of pure death and destruction at Demios. And he just says,
slither up to him.
"Where's my book?"
I slither up to him and take out my quarterstaff and boot him on the head.
Roll an attack.
Give me a second. Quarterstaff of justice! Boot him to death! Oh wow, 13.
I'm not sure if that hits, actually. Guess what?
That's like a...
Guess what? That
Whoa.
hit. That's his armor
matches.
class. It barely hit, yeah. Roll damage!
Roll 1d8. Add another d8 to that.
So 18!
Damage. Bad. Bad.
I forgot! It's the power of Mirik. The more he tries to hurt his own party, the better he is at killing his own party.
After I hit him, I say, go into the corner. Go.
You actually took him. That's half his health. That's over half his health in one hit. But also, when you do that, he hasn't been able to use this. Wait, he hasn't been able to use this before, so you haven't actually seen this happen before. As you do that, he teleports even closer to Demios right after you finish hitting him. And then he proceeds to... What would he do to murder late Demios until he gets this book back? You do not.
Well, I got the most simplest thing to do.
Oh yeah, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna try banishing Demios. That's a
And
thing.
I wish you tried. Gotta try commending him.
It'd be after the banishment spell. But you can try commanding him after the banishment spell is cast. I mean, it's not... Demios might succeed. He's probably gonna succeed because, it's a charisma saving throw. And Demios has a +5 to charisma. But if he fails this is gonna be hilarious. So I'm rolling now. Okay, what did he roll? He has to roll very badly, if I remember correctly, to fail this. Okay, he did not roll very badly. He rolled fine. Okay. So as Lupin attempts to banish Demios to another plane of existence... Oh, he didn't reset his spell slots. Oh, okay. Demios just goes, no. And you said you were going to try and command, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Wisdom check, if I remember correctly?
It's a wisdom saving. Yes,
saving
wisdom
throw.
check.
Ah. Sorry, there actually is a big
15.
difference between his
You have to
saving.
be.
I'm gonna roll another one just to see if he'd still fail. Holy shit. What's your one command? What's your one command because he rolled a natural 1 on his save?
It's corner.
And he goes to the corner. And then 6 seconds pass, because it lasts for a round, which is 6 seconds. And he immediately raises his hand and Eldritch blasts Demios in the face.
What does he do?
Eldritch blast, bitch.
Who? Me?
Demios. No. He is in blind fury
That
mode.
doesn't even hit me.
For anyone who's wondering why that's funny, Miric's a shadow dragon, meaning he gets a natural negative to his armor class. He got a set of armor, so his armor class is still higher than that roll.
Oh, okay. Who was he aiming at?
Demios, as both of the rays of death hit whee! Whee! And just completely miss both sides of Demios' head. Demios says, you know, what the fuck are you even doing at this point? And Lupin just looks at him and says, book now!
I immediately bolted to Lupin and stared directly into his eyes and cast command once more.
Okay. I'm gonna give him advantage on this roll, simply because he's in, like, blind rage trying to get his book back.
I have 15.
He has a +4! He has a +4! How is he doing this bad?
I shall say immediately calm for the command. And I tell him, after the command is done, I tell him, bad Lupin, don't touch me on him.
You seriously, Oh! Actually, I just thought of something fun that Lupin could do if you try doing something like that again. You have been marking off your spell slots, by the way, from doing all this shit, right?
Yeah, I just used the second one, just
And, oh god. As that happens, 6 seconds pass. You start just saying, bad Lupin, bad Lupin, bad Lupin, and he sprints right past you up to Demios and slashes him across the face multiple times. The whole time just going, fuck! I think that does hit barely. Let me bring up Demios' character sheet. I think that barely
it hits. It matches. It matches. Yeah. It matches. After he strikes, I'm gonna charge up to him and just shove him in the shadows.
Demio's heels! Demio's heels!
When that happens, I slip up to Blueprint and say, push him into the shadows.
Negative damage! Demio's heels!
Did you hear me?
Yeah, barely through my horrible laughter. And you do force!
I'm assuming I'm gonna have to roll strength.
Yeah, roll a strength check versus Blueprint if you're gonna try and force him into the shadows against his will. I'm actually lightheaded after that one.
Be matched.
Normally when there's a tie, you err on the side of the players, but this is technically both of the players, so let's just roll again. You probably win!
Why rolling?
You probably win! Roll again, unless you roll a 1.
I'm rolling as
Oh no. He's in blind rage mode. You know what that means, right? Advantage. He just barely, out of pure rage, trying to get his book back, manages to avoid your grasp into the Shadow Realm, and is currently... What would he currently be doing? Oh yeah, I know.
I just say this. I say, Demios, you handle him, and just slither back to the armor. Pick it up.
Also, at this point, the shopkeeper is just huddling behind his counter, just like, please don't let anything happen, please don't let anything happen, please don't let anything happen. And, what is this one going to do this time? Oh, I know what he's going to do. Another unarmed strike. This time trying to just grab the book.
He's gonna hit Demios even more. That misses.
That actually hits because he's not going to hit Demios. He's trying to get the book. So he manages to get the book, and then proceeds to just engulf him. Like, he just grabs the book, darts out of the place, and you can hear down the streets, "Mine, my book," and that has ended now.
Okay. Well, I continue looking at the chainmail, that dragon mail armor. I say, looks nice. And then just slip it on.
Okay. Also, as you're checking it out and putting it on, Demios asks, "What the hell was that?"
What?
That!
What do you mean? Oh, him? That's just some no. He can't hold a fly though.
Yeah, he did kind of whiff horribly. He got a -1 for damage. He got a -1 for damage. I've never seen that happen before.
I just slither past Demios. He can't even hold a fly. I try to calm him down, but yeah, he got lucky.
Also, you're kind of very, very lucky that he resisted the strength check into the shadow spell. You know why? That would have been the 3rd strike on the Fae.
No, the Fae said he to study. The Fae did say that.
There's a difference between being forced into the Shadow Realm and going there for study. Also, your armor class currently goes up to 15. No.
Huzzah! I am one less than Nimios.
Yes. Because you are not wizard anymore. You are just like, oh, run up, smack, smack, smack.
Well, I also have a natural -2 as well.
Yeah, so technically speaking, if you weren't a Shadow Dragon, you'd be above Dimios by 1.
Yes. I'll be above the Paladin, the tank, essentially, by 1 armor class.
Yeah, but he does, I think, does he have more health? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he does.
I think he, like, just barely passed you or something. He has 60, actually. He has less, but he doesn't have tough. He doesn't have tough. The next time he gets to pick a feat, if he picks tough, he will be way past you. Plus, he does have healing.
Okay, well, I slid out the store just kind of bye to the storekeeper. And then tell them your son and go sleep. We can go do something tomorrow.
As you say bye, you see the wood elf just stand up just in pure fear and horror, just waving by in pure nightmare fashion, just like, what the hell just happened? And you see Dimios just walk up to him and just go,
did kind of
calm. You literally just see Dimios walk up to him, hand on head, calm. And he calms down. Because you can willingly fail the saving throw.
I kind of just did attack him. I kind of just attacked the male. You know, one of the males. Just casually went up to him, just booped, and commanded him twice to do something.
The sad part is he has a +4 to that. How did he fail that badly, that much?
It's me. He's an ally. And duh, he's not gonna
Oh yeah, that's right. Merrick's true power, which is not written on his character sheet, is when facing against allies, do more damage and hurt them more. I'm not kidding, guys.
Facing an ally, never lose. And facing an ally, you will lose a confrontation unless it benefits you.
You say that, but you do remember that due to a bit of your influence, Lupin tore the middle of the table and part of the ground up with his bare hands.
I managed to command a demon 3 times in a row.
Did do that. You didn't see that. He's demanded Demos so many times with the command spell, just like, don't! And Demos just goes, fucking bullshit. He just doesn't. He's been I think every time you've used it on Demos, it's worked. Like, every time you've used it on a teammate, it's worked.
I've only failed against enemies of command.
Yeah. To be fair, you did try using... So, you just go back to the town hall, I'm guessing? You still have one more thing. You still have more things to get.
Sleep.
You still have more things to get.
What is it?
The smoke lightning... The smoke lightning stone from the philosopher place.
Oh, yeah. Well...
AKA pyrotechnics.
I go back to town hall. As Dimios walks to the back, you know, oh yeah, I forgot something. Slither up to Dimios and just grabs him and just dimensions outdoors back to a store.
Yeah, as you start doing that, you hear Furnace say, "What did you do?" And he's gone. Great. That's always nice when you just, you know, you just get into a place and then someone tries talking, but it's like, no, they're just gone already. That's fun. You are not making good reputation with the leaders of the town. Except Panat, because Panat is drunk as all hell.
What? What?
The leaders of the town do not like you very much at this point. Well, Lupin kind of. Furnace is on the fence, and Panat is drunk.
Lupin likes me.
Panat's in a constant state of drunk. Furnace is like on the fence. Very, very much on the fence. And Panat is just drunk all the time. So...
Once again appears a storm of cloud and lightning, and the thunderous, instead of ding dong, just thunder echoes throughout the house building.
Okay. As you see the half-elven man come up and say, "Oh, you're back. Good. I believe it was. Here it is." And he hands
This is
you
the first time he's seeing Demios.
Oh wait, it is. I thought he came before, but he doesn't notice that at first
No,
because of
Demios
your
wasn't.
entrance. So because he was covered by smoke for a bit, so it's just like he goes under his desk, gets a little bag, looks up, sees the demon, goes ah, 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 ah.
I told Demios, you might want to do something.
Demon says, I have this. He just places a hand on his head as he's currently just like frozen in fear. Calm. And that's going to be what's insane on his part. Demios has used his racial ability so much in this campaign. Wait, what?
Demios, do you do this a lot? You do this a lot, don't you, Demios?
Yeah. And literally, just from what you've seen recently, the blacksmith that you scared half to death, there was someone else. Then there was the leather worker. There was this guy, and there was someone else. Who was the other person that calmed down?
I pipe up. It's probably more because of the way They're probably a lot calmer if you enter through the door, I guess.
He's an 8-foot tall demon. It's kind of hard for people to be calm around you. But anyway, the shopkeeper does calm down and go,
but it's just...
Okay, here's your stone. Still keeping, like, reasonable distance away from Demios. Demos.
I pick up my 3 stones. One is smoke, 1 lightning, and 1 combination.
Yeah.
The 2.
Okay.
Here, give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just make a handout for.
Yeah. And
I just said, hey, I don't. This is Demios. I just reach up to the light and just tap on. This is Demios. He's my demonic friend from the Shadow Realm. He likes killing innocents and not so innocent people. Have fun. Just push him forward.
Demios immediately responds with, "Most of my kills are non-innocent." Most.
Yeah, yes they are. But when we're together, most of the time they're innocent, let's be honest.
I cannot deny that. So what you gonna do now that you have successfully fucked with like half the town at once?
Well, it hasn't gotten everything I needed to pick up.
Yeah, that should be everything, I think. It's everything.
Okay, I then said, "Oh, Tata, have fun," and then I dimension door to you sleep.
And I'm guessing you're not bringing Demios with you. You're just leaving him there to just have a weird time.
Yep, just leaving Demios.
And you're just gonna sleep on the roof again, I'm guessing? Or do you have another plan?
Yeah, my usual sleeping spot.
Okay. Well, we're gonna switch from Myric vision to Demios vision for a minute again. As Myric finds his sleeping spot, his sleeping hole in the roof. And it's about another 10 minutes. And Myric, you just start getting to sleep when you're suddenly woken up by a very, very loud noise. Actually, 2 very loud noises. One, sounds like Dimios' greatsword hitting into someone. Another, hitting into something, not someone, sorry, not this time. Another sounds like a blast of arcane energy going across the sky and missing horribly. And you immediately know, oh, Lupin and Dimios are back. And then go back to sleep. I'm guessing because
I was like, I show as I sleep. Just immediately go back to sleep.
At that point, you hear Panat just immediately rush out and just get. You just hear the noise of this is the full Dimios vision right now. Panat just runs out and just hand up, stop it. I need to drink. Stop doing this shit. Dimios just looks at him and says, I will not stop. And before Dimios can even finish his sentence, oh god, Panat's going to take a scimitar strike at him.
I cause such chaos.
To be fair, this one wasn't fully you. This one was Dimios stealing a book. This all happened because Dimios stole a book. Do not touch Lupin's books.
And I also helped. I kept Lupin away from. I kept Dimios away from Lupin for quite a bit. That does not hit.
It actually would because he has advantage from surprise. Because Dimios did not expect a scimitar straight in his face. And he takes 4 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that's like nothing.
You have to realize,
that's like nothing.
Panat's strength is attacking like 1,000 times at once, not just attacking once. But as it grazes Dimios in the face, and he actually just... Why the fuck did you do that? Why the fuck... And at this point...
Attacking a lot of damage.
And at this point, even, what are you doing? Are you actually just gonna attack them with that?
No, I'm just rolling this.
Okay,
No,
I was about to say, if you were gonna attack all of them with that at once, I would be pissed. But at that point, Furnace comes up and just goes, what the hell are you two doing? Dimios goes, He tried to kill me! I was going to return the favor! Lupin goes, he stole a book! Furnace immediately goes,
Wait. As all this happens, I look over the edge and a grandpa, looking like a grandpa, get off my line, whippersnapper, keeping me up.
Furnace just looks up and goes, that's where you've been sleeping! Well! But Furnace just goes back, you two, stop it. You!
And while I'm saying that, I caught the clockwork Ken. Oh, you'll get one of these things. And proceed to go lay back down to sleep.
Furnace looks up, what is that? You do realize that only Dimios has seen that thing in action, right?
Yes.
Only Dimios. Make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Oh, well, if they're not intimidated, figure out what scale of it.
Oh my god. But this you didn't need the disadvantage. Oh god, I did not realize your intimidation was that. It's only a 1, seriously? Your charisma must suck.
Yes, it's only 1. I have a +2 to +1. No, I only have a +1.
Yeah. At that point, Furnace just goes, I don't have time to deal with this. I was about to go to sleep. And he just pulls Lupin by the ear into the town hall. You can hear Lupin's feet literally dragging as he so badly wants to just destroy Dimios for stealing a book right now. And then Demios goes, "Ha! I won! Fuck you!" And then Demios needs to make...
as he says that, I keep my clockwork cannon at him. Shut up! Just fire my cannon.
Okay, so it's a DC of 15 to succeed against this death cannon.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me roll my attack.
He doesn't have a plus to that. So this is just straight...
Okay, let's roll the attack.
Demios is fucked. Let's see about Panat. Panat might be fine. He has a plus to Dex.
Okay, well, Panat's an hour.
Panat's fine. Panat takes half.
Matches this.
Panat takes half.
Thought he did.
As you look over the edge and fire...
He just arches over the roof.
Fire your clockwork cannon. There is suddenly a enormous spouting flame that consumes the entire figure of Demios, as he is certainly burned quite a bit. Panat also is burned, not quite as much, but noticeably burned. And there's now currently, because you did that right next to the door, no door anymore. They just got that fixed. They just got the door fixed. The door is currently incinerated to ash.
Blows out a puff of smoke. Demios blows out a puff of smoke as a fire leaves him, I'm guessing.
Yeah, quite a bit, just like... Oh, God. And at that point, Furnace has successfully managed to lock Luprin in his bedroom with many an arcane lock, and Furnace just looks out and goes, "What happened to the door?" Panat turns around, "Fireball him. I'm going back inside to drink." That does.
Demios is almost dead.
Yes, this time mostly from your hand. Demios is just gonna walk in slowly, and Furnace is just gonna stay looking at this like, you get back here. He just points at Demios.
I don't have a fireballs. He knows I don't focus in damaging spells.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Demios is trying to sneak by him to get in, basically, if you've ever seen how that works. And, yeah. Furnace is gonna get some answers. So he might intimidate a demon quite a bit right now. So intimidation with advantage because Demios took quite a bit of damage in the last hit. That's actually enough. Just barely. I set the DC as 10. So Demios just stops, just like, I did nothing. Freddy just looks at him. Who did?
Well, another intimidation check.
Demios has disappeared back to his home realm. Furnace just looks at this, it's just pure anger and hatred right now, just like, I think I have a good idea of who. And when he gets back down from the roof, he's literally speaking louder just so you can hear him right now. I will make sure that his soul is ripped from his body.
Oh yeah, back down. Good. You can try that, but Demios failed last time he tried.
And currently, Furnace is going to cast Magic Mouth. And is going to set the trigger condition to... let me think about this. Oh yeah, whenever you breathe, there will be a shrieking sound that sounds worse than the worst ear rape that can ever be thought of.
Okay.
Every time you breathe.
I have a simple solution. I'm assuming that wakes me back up.
Oh yeah. As you currently can't even think because there is a current shrieking noise every time you breathe. So literally every second is just a shrieking noise of death, and you take how much damage?
I hold my breath after noticing that only happens when I breathe. I am a genius.
You're gonna have to roll an intelligence check for that one, actually. By the way, that's 4 damage. Just
well, I am a genius. Which that's one. I'm joking. Give me a second. My thing is like. Okay, well, intelligence check.
This is what happens with Mirik. The party tries killing itself. You actually don't know what's going on fully. You know that they use Magic Mouth. You don't know what they set the trigger to, though.
Well, I say screw them. Give me a second.
You can't speak, dude. There's too much pain in your head for you to even speak at this point. And in total, you have taken...
speaking.
Like, actively speaking takes too much thought at this point for you to actually do.
I'll take 7 more damage, I would assume.
Yeah. As it just seems to get louder and louder as this goes on. And, any speech that would try to exit your mouth currently just sounds like screams of agony.
Well, I tumble off the building.
Okay, this building is decently high, so you're gonna be taking a D4 for that as well.
Yes. I look into the
damage.
I look into the wound and breathe out shadow breath.
Wait, what is it? Wait, what is it? It's a what?
Constitution.
Oh yeah, besides it was a Constitution check. Wait, you fucking asshole! Actually, they have to go to a priest to fix this. This isn't something that fixes itself after a long rest.
Yes.
It's Constitution.
Yes. Yes, this is gonna make them fit. This is gonna make them not want to mess with me. And
except for the fact of it's rogue, which means they can half the damage.
Yes.
Also,
so
you are
the Constitution check.
Yeah. Also, you are currently still taking the damage of the Magic Mouth. You do realize he's the only one that can stop the Magic Mouth, right? Natural 20.
Yes.
And my ruling,
yes, but he's
ruling for a natural 20 on this save is that it does not affect them. Because this save is bullshit.
Well, he does it because I did it in 40 foot of the entrance.
Yeah, that would just hit Furnace and like Wolfie, and I don't even think Wolfie's there anymore. It would just hit Furnace. Furnace is the only one close enough to be hit. As a sudden burst of shadow energy leaves your mouth and just washes over the entire room, encasing a large portion of it in just pure shadows, Furnace is just dead set looking at you with eyes of death, still pissed as all hell on what you've been doing. That's another 3 points of damage, by the way, from the Magic Mouth. He is going to make you unconscious with a spell that doesn't do damage. Let that process. This is pure migraine damage, people. Migraines kill.
Well, since I can't speak or think, I try to slither as fast as I'm running into him.
That's another 3 points of damage. You're just gonna try to ram into him. Roll a strength check.
Give me a second.
Also, how much health are you at right now? Because this might take a long time for you to go unconscious with the spell, but it'll be
45.
funny.
I'm at 45. I'm at 45.
Okay.
I'm 19.
Okay, you're just trying to ram into him? Well?
Yes, I'm slamming into him.
Well, you do manage to knock, Furnace prone. That's about it. Oh, again! That's another 4 points of damage. Oh, by the way, at this point, Panat looks...
Now, all the Constitution...
Wait,
Because
what?
I'm probably getting used to the pain. To see if I can speak yet.
Yeah, roll Constitution check. It won't stop the damage, but you'll see if you can speak. That's actually...
Constitution or saving throw? Which one?
It's
Exactly the same,
saving
just
throw.
not
It's
too
saving throw.
Right.
If it's something that's hurting you, err on the side that
Just
it's a saving throw.
Wow, that bloody sucks.
Yeah, no, you're still just holding your head like, what the hell is happening? Also, at this point, Panat is going to say, fuck it, I'll help, and is going to cast a magic missile at 2nd level. All of which are an automatic hit.
Yeah.
At you.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. So that's,
I mean,
4 darts that do 1d4... So that's 4d4 plus 1 force damage on top of everything else.
A 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, give me a second, I'm rolling it. Yeah. Give me a second. This is what happens when Lupin is allowed to play, basically. For all those in my audience who are wondering. When I say this is what happens when Lupin... When I say Mirik, this is what I mean. 13 points of damage as multiple magical missiles of death home in on you and just slam into you.
Okay. I'm still not even halfway down.
You probably will be after this, though. Because that's, again, with the magic mouth damage. That's 5 more points of damage.
I'm exactly at half. I'm exactly as half. Well, I grab Furnace and start slowly shoving him into the shadows.
You're gonna have to roll another strength. You're gonna have to roll a strength check against Furnace this time, actually. We're gonna try and do that.
Yes, I know. And wow.
Yeah, and the worst part... You know what the worst part about this is? You didn't think of? You know how grappling can be done with either athletics or acrobatics, which is just strength or dex. You did this to a rogue.
I'm not pushing.
Yeah. Furnace is officially...
Plus, he's not prone. What do you have disadvantage? He's not prone.
Not for the terms of this. Because this is getting to
He's knocked down. He's trying to dodge someone that's on top of him.
Let me point this
Let
me point this out in the simplest words I can. If I stated that he had disadvantage, you would have disadvantage on everything you're doing as well because of the magic mouth thing currently. Which would cancel each other out effectively.
Well, wouldn't that actually make me want to do it? It's causing me pain.
You are currently being disoriented by a giant screaming sound in your ear holes. Trust me, it is not easier to do things when that happens. Actually, not even in your ears. Literally directly into your brain. It's very hard to think when your entirety of your brain is focused on just loud noises. Trust me, I know from experience of making loud noises. Also, why have I not moved your sprite until now?
Okay, so what happened?
At this point, Furnace picks himself up. Also, I realized something that should have happened a long-ass time ago. Roll initiative! I didn't think this would last this long. I didn't think this would last this long. I really didn't. I thought you would be, like, unconscious. I thought you would have just, like, given up at this point. Not kept going into more pain.
Well, 2 12s, wow.
That's Panat. Okay, also, I'll be surprised if Furnace doesn't go first. I will actually be surprised. He has a +4 to this. He literally can roll a 10 and tie for first. Okay!
21.
He's pretty initiative. By the way, the magic mouth damage I'm gonna rule is on the start of everyone's turn. You take that. So that means that
What?
at the start of everyone's turn, you take magic mouth damage. Which means it's the start of Furnace's turn. So
it's normally on since everyone's.
Yeah, that's another 5. This magic mouth will end you. You should just give up at this point, trust me. They will not go easy. And then Furnace is going to shocking grasp your face after standing up. That failed horribly.
Yes, I literally fell worse than death itself.
Also, wait, he gets something else he can do, but I don't think any of that would help him in this case. No. So as he goes to hit you, you just rip. As you're currently still in pain, you just manage to move just erratically enough that he can't quite get a beat on how to hit you. And now it's Panat's turn, and again you take the magic mouth damage. That's another 7. This magic mouth is doing a lot of damage to you. Give up! And then Panat is going to do something that is guaranteed to hurt you. A.k.a. another barrage of magic missiles at 2nd level.
Okay.
When my dice roller comes back up. Dice roller, come on. Oh, lag. 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 Okay, good. As he points his sword at you, and 4 more orbs of death come for you, and then immediately hit you for 10 points of damage. And he's going to end his turn with that. And now it's the start of your turn, meaning guess what? More magic mouth damage! 8.
Okay, so 8.
How close are you to death? Very. Yeah, very. You want to just give up so you don't, actually die to this? I'm half tempted to actually let you just fully die to this. Half tempted. Dude? Dude? Dude?
Yes.
I'm half tempted to let you die to this, honestly, because Mirk is an annoyance that I need to retcon. This will be the retconning.
Can I do the Constitution saving throw to see if I can talk yet?
Yes! A Constitution saving throw. You succeed. You succeed. So you can now speak. As you just managed to get enough of your sanity back after having it ripped away from you by this giant death noise.
Speak.
You can speak. Be hilarious if you couldn't, because
Where's
then I
my
don't...
magic mouth spell?
What?
I have a magic mouth spell.
Oh yeah.
I was taught it by Bonus. Bonus taught me it. It isn't in my spells. I didn't know in my spells.
Because you didn't add it when you
I
were
even
taught it?
used it on Liquid.
Yes! It was part of the reason why he tore up the table.
It had all the stats to it. I asked you to add it.
I must have forgotten. I seriously must have forgotten. After you made Lupin effectively tear open the table. The root of all the problems in this world come back to Mirik. I'm pretty sure if I kill you, this campaign will resolve itself.
Highest level, what can magic do?
If I remember correctly, it doesn't have a highest level. It's just like level 2 spell, and that's it. It doesn't have like at higher levels.
Another question: is it using my weight spell storage a bonus action? Using the spell.
Yeah, but if you use a fireball, which is what's in there, if I remember correctly, that's not gonna end well.
No, it's this.
What is it?
Give it a second. It should be appealing soon. I want 8 elementals of challenge waiting.
Does the spell, is it concentration or does it end? Yeah, it's concentration. Okay, so they actually won't be there for long. You wanna know why? You're about to go unconscious. Because this happens.
Go unconscious.
Dude, the next activation of Magic Mouth will probably drop you unconscious.
There's a chance I can get 2 ones.
Okay, so you have 8 elementals of challenge rating 1/4 lower, which I'm not even sure if there are any that I know of that challenge rating. I'm being honest. This is why I didn't want you to have
to be because
This is why I didn't want you to have this, because the elemental thing.
There has to be elementals.
Here's the weird thing about this. If I remember correctly, that's not an official spell. That's like an Earth Arcana add-in spell. Steam. Steam method is the only thing I can find.
So what?
A steam method is the only thing I can find. 8 steam.
What?
8
what was it?
Steam method. You fought ice methods before. They're the things that exploded and almost killed Zenyatta.
Oh.
These are steam methods.
Never mind. Can I get the 1? Then I don't steam elemental. That's nothing. Can I get 2 elements of challenge rating 1? Then I would see what they would be, but I don't have them.
And again, I don't know. Again, I don't know because I don't see any on the thing I have for searching up monsters. I don't see any with challenge rating 1. This is why I didn't want you to have this spell. This is why I tried talking you out of it.
And I just accidentally did. Second, I know the last one.
You're gonna have to find them. You know what? How about we do this? What else are you gonna do with your turn?
Fire snake. Fire snake.
Is that even an official thing? What else are you gonna do with your turn? Because I think these things activate their own.
Oh, I'm gonna do vampiric touch. I'm gonna do vampiric touch.
Roll for it. I think that just does damage.
Give me a second,
Unless it's Shadow Dragon bullshit again. Guys, you can kind of...
It's a Shadow Dragon has than natural.
It's just damage. It's just damage according to what you put in. It's 3d6 after the attack roll, if you hit.
Okay. Let's see.
You're still dead either way. Bye.
Is a save? Save.
No, it's just a melee attack. The vampiric touch is a melee attack.
Okay. Okay. I see.
I don't know why I get such a headache from Mirik. Oh wait, now I do this. I had a plan. That's the problem. I had a plan that was flexible and that 99% of players would have done. Nope.
21 and a natural.
It's the 21. Also, roll damage. Also, the rogue halves it.
That's damage.
It's 11. Because it rolls
Yeah, I know.
so it's 11.
And
So
I
half
think
that, so 5.
Why did it roll double?
It rolled 2 because you got the natural 20 on the second one.
Well, it would be 11 because the natural damage is 3d6. So it's to be.
Yeah, it's 11. Then it's cut in half because of Rogue's ability to uncannily dodge things to 5. See why Rogue's OP now?
And
So as you go and put out your hand with necromantic energy, it blasts Furnace in the face hole, but Furnace is still fine. He took some damage, but he's still fine.
And
I think that's all you can do with your turn. If the
yeah, I regain.
You don't regain. You didn't put that in the description.
It's in the spell thing, not the attack.
Why is it not in your attack?
Because I didn't put it in that. That you get shadow wave hand and cycles.
So 2. You regain 2.
This is one hybrid things they gave me when I looked up Shadow Dragon. This is the attack that they get being half Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, 2. You regain 2 because you uncannily dodged it down to 5. And then it's halved again, so it's 2 because it lowers. So you can still go unconscious to a dice.
Where's my fire snakes?
I thought you were gonna get the swipe for that since you searched them up. Plus, let's just see what the next turn has for you to see if you just go unconscious. No. Okay. You're still barely alive. Also, they'd have to roll. What are Fire Snake's initiative bonus?
Someone. No, I'm looking it up.
They'd have to roll.
They would have a +2 to initiative.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll 2 d20s, and they're gonna. Or I'm just gonna roll 1 d20, and then they're gonna have +2 to that. Okay, so 17.
Technically, 17.
It's higher.
So they're being fun of a gnat.
Yeah, but Furnace goes next.
I still.
By the way, shocking grasp.
Yes. I still have movement.
Oh yeah, do whatever movement you want. He still has a way to kill you. You do know if you move out of his melee range, he's still gonna get an attack of opportunity, right?
You do know, I can just slip into something called the shadow. And that doesn't invoke the attack of opportunity.
To anyone who dares think of letting a Shadow Dragon play, kill them!
Hide in the shadows real quick.
Wait, you can't do that,
And then
actually. You
since
can't
I
hide in the
still have
shadows. You
movement-
can't. Wait, you can't! Because you used your
Oh,
bonus
no, I
action.
Yeah, I can't.
Ah!
No, I can't.
You used your bonus action to summon
Well,
fire
with my
snakes.
movement, I wham into him.
Okay. Roll strength. You're not gonna kill him with movement. The only one you were able to kill with movement was the ghost. Okay, you have successfully knocked him over again.
Well, that was more of a round to push him back. Well, I guess knocking him off as well.
Well, knock him over and... We'll say knock him over and push him back if you were trying to push him back, because that was enough to do both.
How much movement was that?
That'd be like 10. Actually, no, I think that'd be like
How much?
20. I think that'd be like 20, actually, for a ram. It's able to push someone back. Yeah, probably 20. And remember,
Well, then I immediately...
we ruled on the fact that your wings take a bonus action.
Yes, I know.
So you only have like
I'm
10
not
feet of
no
movement
fool.
now.
Yes, and I move 10 right here.
Yes, where there's currently no door. Because you blew it up. You see the folly of
I
your
can
plan.
only blame Demios for that.
They can blame you.
I hide back. Say, I put my head on. I'm done. I'm done. Stop this.
For good measure. Furnace is gonna say, "You sure you're done
You
now?"
can't reach me.
After standing up, he doesn't have to. The magic mouth is still on, so you can literally just pass his turn. And you're gonna die. You have 2 health.
Yeah, I know. I'm done. Yes, I am done. I shall only harm Demios.
Okay, just one more thing. And he walks over to you and immediately stabs you. This is not actually
that's
meant to
weird.
kill you. This is actually not meant to kill you, but it's probably going to. Yeah.
You have to meet my class, but you have to meet my armor class because he's still stabbing through armor.
Yeah, this is a weird
You
one,
won't have
though.
to roll for a time.
This is a weird one, though, because if you avoid it, he's gonna let you die to the magic mouth. So it's either you die to this or the magic mouth. I swear to God. Okay. As he fumbles with the needle, and ends up stabbing himself. It then would proceed to the fire snake's turn. Except dice roller.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And you're unconscious. For magic mouth damage. And all your fire snakes are gone, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. You are now unconscious. And now that you are,
hilarious.
now that you are unconscious, there is no way he can miss. And he finally takes a stab, gets the blood that he was trying to get with the last thing, make sure you're not gonna die, so you're stable, so you're not gonna make death saving throws, walks in, and is going... Oh, wait, no, actually, sorry. One other thing. He is going to tie you up, mutter an arcane enchantment that you do not hear because you're unconscious, and he's then going to walk and take a nap.
Why did he want the blood? That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Why would you want the blood of someone? It's not like there's some weird spell that the DM made where you can effectively blood puppeteer people.
All I can think of is a voodoo doll.
Or tracking. There's actually a lot you can do with blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or blood seeking. You can even make blood seeking arrows and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, as you will be at full health and spell slots and stuff, because I don't want us to be completely fucked on this. Because the next fight is not gonna be easy, I don't think. If you actually go on the side quest for once. There's a side quest. And
I was gonna take a nap and then go do the side quest, but this started.
you could have just said, I give up.
Got a natural 20 on Shadow.
Yeah. Said fuck you to your shadow breath. He effectively just went, you have bad breath, brush your teeth more. Okay, but you do manage to come to consciousness, and as you come to consciousness, you notice that you're not hearing the utter deafening noise that you were hearing earlier, and that you are tied up and there are arcane runes around you. Oh, and you're gagged, for good measure.
Can I roll intelligence check?
Yeah, you can roll an intelligence check.
To see if I know the wounds?
Yep. Actually, Arcana. Arcana if you're trying to know the runes. Sorry.
Okay, I got a +7 to Arcana. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if you rolled lower.
Well,
You rolled. Okay. You know the runes? There are two of them. One of them is imprisonment. The other one is restriction. Basically and there are a few others, but basically what it boils down to is preventing you from casting spells, as well as immobilizing you. The rope and the gag are just for good measure.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
It's immobilizing you and making it so you can't cast spells right now. The rope and the gag that you have are currently just for good measure. An extra step as well.
So how strong is that?
At your level, you cannot break them. You cannot break them from within.
Strong is it?
The rope or the runes?
Okay.
Like, you can't break the runes from the inside. The
The
rope
rope.
you could break
How strong
if
is
you
it?
weren't currently immobilized. You're effectively paralyzed. right now.
Paralyzed?
You're effectively paralyzed. And also can't cast spells.
Well, I'm guessing something's in my mouth.
Oh yeah, there's a gag. And as all this is going on, Demos is going to make his return. If do I still have him? No, I don't. I don't have him on copy. Damn it. Demos
No, that was me, obviously.
is going to make a return as you know, it's been 2 sessions that I thought you would get to the side quest. I thought you'd get to the side quest last time. Did not think this would happen.
I was planning on getting... No.
You could have just let things play out. You didn't have to fireball the door out of existence.
I was fireballing Demios. The other person was just... The other person in the door were... casualties.
Okay. As this happens, you eventually notice that both Lupin and Demios walk up to you. And both get to the same side, just look at you and go... Lupin just looks and says, he probably fucked with Furnace. Demios goes, you idiot, you got caught.
Can I use Shadow Breath?
Nope. spells, any magic. Like, it's legitimately, you can't do anything right now. The runes are...
What I thought considered magical. What I thought Shadow of Dragons aren't considered magical.
Yeah, but you're also paralyzed, which means you can't take actions or reactions.
Am I not allowed to breathe? Am I not allowed to breathe? Shadow breath is just me breathing out from my...
Yeah, but it takes an action. It takes an action. You count as incapacitated, which means you can't take actions or reactions. You're paralyzed and can't cast spells. You literally can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but Shadow breath is just me breathing out.
It counts as an action.
You essentially have to stop me from breathing doing that.
It counts as an action.
Yes, in combat it counts as... In combat, yes. But it's me breathing something. It's me breathing. You have to please stop that or stop me from breathing generally to stop me from using it outside of combat.
If you really want to, you can try. Note that you're currently effectively in a magic box that stops anything from getting through it. Think about how that will do.
Yes, but there's a cloth that I can bond. There's a cloth I can turn to ash in my mouth.
Yeah, but think about how that would end when you're inside a box.
My breath doesn't affect me. My breath doesn't affect me.
You only get one of them per long rest. Why would you waste it on something like this? I'm just asking that much.
Yes. Yes, I would only be able to use it until the rest again. I just realized I have a snake I can that's just right here.
Can't take actions or reactions. If I remember correctly, it requires an action for you to move.
Yeah, I know.
And no magic. Wait, that still wouldn't work because no magic can pass through the barrier. It's effectively a rune barrier that makes basically an invisible wall.
Can I not shut up?
No, that's what I'm ruling with. This is more for your safety so that you can save that for later, actually, at this point. Because you just need to wait like 5 seconds and I was gonna say something.
I am not patient, man.
Blueprint immediately just goes... he can probably get out now. And he just literally with one finger just gets rid of one of the runes and you can now move. You're still roped up and gagged, but you can now move. As Dimios goes over and starts to undo the rope.
No, I shall try to just tear the ropes off him.
Make a strength check.
I do.
Nope! This is decent quality rope. It was... I actually thought you would break it. To be fair, it's a DC 15. It was decent quality rope. So currently, you try breaking it, but you just can't quite. And then Dimios just goes, let me do this. And instead of casually undoing it, he takes out his greatsword. We'll see if this hits you.
Can I bite the cloth in my mouth?
Yeah, you can bite the cloth in your mouth. I'm gonna say you don't need to roll for that because it's in your mouth. It'd be very hard for you to fuck that up. You didn't even need to roll for the gag. It was in your mouth.
If it's shadow bite, I would have advantage since it's in my mouth.
You wouldn't even need to roll if it's in your mouth. That's like saying roll for eating.
It's the great thing. It hits me.
Yeah. Luckily it doesn't though, because he has decent aim. The only way it could have hit you is if you rolled a natural 1. You remember, you are still. You're being decently still. So he just cuts the rope in half, and everything is fine. And you then bite. You then bite down on the gag and get it out of your and can speak and can move.
Well, I shall do one thing.
Please don't shadow breath, Lupin. Please don't shadow breath your own team. Please, please no.
No, something much easier.
Please don't fireball your whole team.
Shadow walk. I'm gonna shadow walk into the shadow realm.
Lupin immediately goes, "What the fuck?" Damien just looks over. Yeah, this is... I have no idea what he's doing either. What are you doing?
Probably like, yeah, he's pissed. Probably going to go punch a mountain or something.
Wait, that was... Who?
Demios would probably be like, yeah, he's pissed. He's probably dancing in the shadow realm. You're probably backing a little bit.
Dude, I'm not even joking about this. That last combat and all of what just happened gave me a minor headache.
Well, I'm in the shadow realm just punching things I come across at this moment.
There's like nothing to punch. It's like black and white.
Yeah.
There's like stuff.
There are residents of the shadow realm that I will punch.
We'll say that for the purposes of this... Again, DMs, do not let one of your players be a shadow dragon, no matter what you do.
Let's just say, I spend 6 hours in there and I just come back out covered in blood and gone. It's much better.
Okay. Loom immediately looks at you and just... actually, first, Dimios will pipe up. That's a good amount of blood. And Lupin will go... Mirik?
Yes, Lupin.
Mirik? I believe...
Yes, Lupin.
I believe... There was a thing that you were going to do that involved a book that you had a while ago. Oh, God. Tabaxi smell. Shit. That smells like shit. As he now's covering his nose as the smell of blood covers you.
Yes. I take out my cleaning it as well.
What?
And I love what you just... My quarterstaff, I am cleaning it. As there's meat, blood, and stuff all stuck to it.
So what are you going to do? You gonna actually follow the side quest that you said you were going to follow a while ago?
Nah, not yet. Just bathroom break.
Okay. Oh, ow. Sorry. I just heard the screams of my audience because they know what intermission means. Ow. That's painful. Yeah, bye. For a minute. Intermission time now! Stupid skits!
I am.
Yes, and I think now is the time that my audience has just died of screaming and pain and cringe, or they're still watching with morbid curiosity.
Well, now we sprout wings and fly to the closest forest.
Why? I don't like where this is going.
I walk up to the tree, I take out my dagger, and I start cutting it down.
That... I don't... Roll a D... This is a durability check now. Roll a D20.
What?
Roll a
Roll a
D20.
D20?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're gonna have to roll durability check if you're trying to destroy a tree. Okay. You get through a bit of it. Good chunk. Not as... You're still not to the point where the tree would ever come down within the next century, or ever be hurt, really. But you cut out a good section.
Rolling my eyes and looking at the...
You're cutting out.
And with a mighty roar, slash the tree in the same spot that I'm going.
Roll another D20. Huh? Is that the same? Doth my eyes deceive me?
Exactly the same.
Holy
That's
shit!
exactly the same.
Well, you hit the tree, and it's slightly deeper.
What?
It's slightly deeper.
Okay. Well, I think that isn't working either. And I'll just say, odds are close, and then start slashing at it.
Roll a durability check for these things.
Damage as well. Rolling attack as well.
Well, you make claw marks in the tree, then it's even deeper, and it's getting closer and closer to where it's halfway, but not quite there yet.
I immediately punch it to try to finish knocking it.
Roll a strength check with disadvantage, actually, on this one. Doesn't matter. Would have been the same thing if I hadn't said disadvantage. As you punch the tree, this is a decent-sized tree, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you just tried to punch a tree with all your strength, and it did not go well.
Seeing that didn't work, I swap my wings, fly as far back as I can, and then immediately fly as fast as I can.
Oh, the drive-by Myrick air bomb. Okay.
But as I whelm in to bring out my quarter staff to slam against it as well as with the weight of myself.
Roll 2 d20s for this. Because I need to know something.
Okay.
Because this is a durability check with disadvantage. Because the amount of force you're putting on it. Okay, say goodbye to your quarterstaff. I'm not even joking on this.
It'll be fine. Hey, it has it's reinforced with dragon scale.
It's barbed with dragon scales. There's a difference between reinforcement and barbing. There really is. I can bring up pictures to show you. And roll a strength check. I think I know what's happening here. I think I know why all this shit is happening right now. This is your plans not working. This is the first of your plans that isn't working, and it's going to shit. And, you hit it! And you did hit it with your quarterstaff. However, in the process, your quarterstaff has now snapped in half. And you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the tree. Because it basically just goes dong.
Well, I let the two halves of the quarterstaff back together and then cast mending on it.
Think about this for a second. Yeah, okay. So I legitimately had to think about that for a second because I forgot how good mending was. Well, over the
as long as the blade of tail is not 1 feet long, you can heal it.
It's a good thing you didn't. It's a good thing you didn't roll a 1 then, because then it would have just disintegrated in your hands. Well, you do manage to repair it over the course of a minute as the wood twists itself back together.
I'm guessing the tree is still up.
Oh yeah. If a tree could talk,
how thick is the tree?
If a tree could talk, if it just had a face, it's like it's looking at you with just the smirkiest look on its face, just like, you shall not fail me. The tree is the tree'd be like 5, like a 5 diameter, and you've made it like 2 feet with all your attacks. Or actually, not 2 feet. Sorry, 1.5 feet with all your attacks.
I cast Auto Self, and I want to make myself grow a natural weapon of spines.
Okay.
I grow them on the length of my arm. Both of them.
You're about to have your arm get crushed if you're doing what I think you're doing.
No, it's just the spines of it.
Well, the spines aren't that long.
Natural weapon damage.
The spines aren't that long, if I remember correctly.
But they should. I should have crushed my slicing at it, especially since I ain't even halfway. It's like, arms.
It'd be hilarious if you roll a natural 20 and end up crushing your arm with this somehow. Roll natural.
I'm guessing roll 1d20.
No.
Or 1d20.
Not for this. This isn't technically a weapon that requires a durability check.
What I roll then?
Whatever your natural weapon is, if you're trying to attack with your natural weapon. I don't know what your natural
Well, I don't have that up.
Why you not have up? You were the one casting spell. Meh.
This is the first time I've ever used natural. Okay, I have +1 bonus to attacks and damage while using it as well.
That's it.
Dude.
It's basically a normal attack. It's like you're punching it, if I remember correctly. So it's just a strength check.
19. Oh, bless my.
Yeah, it's with your strength.
Strength modifier.
Yeah.
Counts.
What's your strength modifier, and we'll just add it onto that roll. Do you see how ridiculous this roll is?
So it's 21. It's 21.
Okay, that's better. And roll damage for what's your strength modifier? So that's 3 points of damage. That's not much. Yeah, hit it.
Now I got all damage.
No, because it just adds a +1 to damage for your punches basically. So it's your strength modifier plus.
I forgot to add the modifier that the spell itself gives, which is +1 to damage and attacks. So it's 9 damage.
Wait, what did you roll a d6 from? Because if you're growing
that's the
spine,
damage, the natural.
Your
That's the
natural
weapon. That's the damage.
Your natural weapon's just a +1 to punches, effectively. That's how that works. It's a +1 to punches.
No, it literally says natural weapons and you do the damage of it. And then it gives you a small and +1 to damage to it and does 1d6 of damage. Which I just accidentally waste. Give me a second.
Okay, but we'll go with this. Hopefully we can get to the side quest. Give me a moment. I just got hit with another headache. Okay. And as you hit it, it's a bit deeper now. You think maybe with your next hit you might be able to fell the tree. But
give me a second.
that is not in the spell list that I have. I must have you been using the weird spell version. Because the altar spell that I had.
I'm using a This is the full spell. What I'm waiting for.
Just keep doing what you were doing.
Okay. So how much of a dent did that do?
With your next strike, if it doesn't fail utterly, you should be able to knock it over. As far as you can tell.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see. I could always do that again, but let's not crush my... Well, I then pull out my shots and use that.
Okay. Roll attack.
And I rolled
then...
a natural 20 on the attack.
Wait, what?
I rolled a natural 20 on the attack roll.
Why is it not coming? Oh, there it is. It took it a second to come up. Also, roll a d20. A normal d20. For this, with this, it's fine for now. As you hit it with the sword, and it finally starts to fall over, I need you to roll a dex check right now.
Okay. Wait, can I just hide in shadows?
Not with the speed at which this is falling. You would not be able to hide in shadows quick enough. Because the reason I said dex check... The reason I said dex check was for reflexes, not for actually avoiding it.
Okay. 4, 6.
Ah.
Right.
This is going
That's
to be...
a 2.
And you take... This is more deadly than the punches that you were doing earlier. And this... You take 9 points of damage as what part of the tree manages to hit you. Not too much, but just enough to hurt quite a bit.
Okay.
Also, I need you to wait.
Down, right?
Wait, I need you to roll a DC. I need you to roll a Constitution check too. 2 of them. There's just one, actually. Sorry. Another thing about it. There's just one Constitution.
A saving throw or Constitution?
If...
Saving throw or Constitution?
Sorry, it's been a while since we've done this, but I think it's a... I think it's just a check. I don't think it changes.
I don't know what we're doing, but okay. It was a check.
Alter Self is a concentration spell. That's what this is. This is a concentration check.
Oh. Well, I had literally just let that dispel. Did it?
You just barely maintained it. It's like 10.
Well, after that, I literally just casted the spell off of me.
Okay.
I then wish to carve the tree.
Into what?
A doll.
This is the... Okay. I need you to roll a strength check. With advantage, because it is a tree that is flat on the ground.
18.
Okay. You managed to carve a door-like shape. It looks like it is functional for a door.
I now shall, what is it called?
Shadow Dimension bullshit?
Seal it. No, I shall seal it so it smooths it out. I cast a careful firebolt so it seals it over so it smooths it out. And then wipe away the ashes. Wipe away the little bit of ashes that came off of it.
That is going to be weird. Because firebolt's a ranged attack. You can't hold a firebolt in your hand.
I'm shooting at it, so I'll put it out pretty much instantly.
Okay.
So it just gives it a nice seal.
Roll a dex check. I think that's what you'd roll for this. That's all I can think.
Really? 7-7. Come on. This is what Milk gets for being nice.
Hey! Fucking... Dude. Dude. Be nice and maybe...
Yes?
By the law of probability, one of your plans had to go bad at some point. Don't blame it on you
And
being
it's
good.
It is clearly me being good.
No, it's not. You've only done this once. The law of probability states you need at least more than one test. Where was I? Oh, yeah.
What happens?
You see it? It's a bit uneven in places, but it's functional.
Oh, well, let's see, what do I have in my inventory?
Oh god, what is Mirik gonna do now?
Well, I'm gonna throw out the muffin real quick.
The moldy muffin.
That thing's that and cast firebolt at it while it's able to burn it to ashes.
Roll an attack with her firebolt then.
Yes, I am firebolting a muffin. Give me a second.
A moldy muffin.
Do I need to roll something to see if it hits?
Yeah, just a normal firebolt attack.
A dex, I would guess.
No, it's normal firebolt attack. Just your normal firebolt attack.
Okay. Okay, give me a second then, mate. My thing likes to lag when I gotta delete something.
That's because you have too much shit!
There we go.
Seriously, I think Mirik's the only one in the party with magic items, if I remember correctly.
19.
Well, that hits it. Roll damage. As you throw the muffin
How
out
much
and you just let a
damage does it
bolt of
take you-
fire from your hand, and the muffin turns to dust and ash. Apart from Luprin,
Okay.
Mirik is the only person that has magical items. And Luprin only has them because story reasons. He needed a robe that can store like 1,000,000 books.
I look at the door, seeing it's not the best I could do, and then I take out one of the draconic daggers and I just slowly start evening it out, trying to make it as smooth as possible.
Roll a dexterity check with advantage. And I'm gonna... This is not to see if you fail horribly unless you roll a 1. This is for something else. If you roll a 1, it's failing horribly. Otherwise, you should be fine.
21.
Okay. In the process of about 10 minutes, you manage to smooth it out. And it is a smooth, functional door.
Okay, can I roll a nature check or whatever that be to see if there's any fruits and stuff that I could make a dye out of? I'm assuming that would be survival.
That's survival, yeah.
No,
That's survival.
it wouldn't be nature.
It'd be survival because you're trying to find things around you. Nature would be like trying to figure out, you know, stuff about the plants. This is you're trying to find the plants around you.
Yeah. Okay, 15.
You managed to
I'm
find.
looking for-
You managed to find a what color are you? What are you specifically looking for? One? Is there a specific color?
I'm specifically looking for one that would match the outside of the town hall, whatever that is.
It's like stone, so you need like a gray. And then, fortunately,
A
there aren't
gray, yeah.
that many gray pigments in nature.
Do I see any now?
No, not with that
That's a
roll.
question.
It's very high for gray. Depending on what color. You find reds and blues and purples and yellows. You do not find gray.
Wait, can I find the stuff to make a gray? Because gray, I just need
Black
red,
and white.
yellow, green. Well, all the primary colors, mix them together, that would make a black, and then add white to it.
There's not that much white in nature. You're running into the same
There's
problem.
some white.
Yeah, not much though. Not around this forest. While a good idea, unfortunately, there's not that much white in nature, and there's not that much gray in nature.
Well, I say, let's see. Well, do I know any place where I could buy dyes like that? I've just seen the Philosopher's Stone, maybe?
You can certainly try. They're probably
I
your best
mentioned
bet.
door to the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay. We
Once
are never
again,
getting to the side
entering
quest. Guys, anyone who thought we were getting to a side quest today, you're an idiot, including me.
Hi, America's actually trying to be nice.
I
Only
know.
nice to those who can best him in battle. Even though they cheated, they still bested him in battle.
Says the person who's used that spell before.
I only used it once against you, and we didn't even fight.
You tortured him.
It was for like not even a 5 or 6 seconds.
For those of you who do not know, Mirik decided once he learned Magic Mouth to cast upon the unconscious because he had made a go unconscious with alcohol, Luprin, and he set the he made it so that it was a crow cawing, and he set the trigger to any time Luprin thought of books, research, or was there another trigger? Or was that it? I think that was
I
it.
think that was about it.
Yeah, here's the thing. He's always
me.
thinking of that.
If they thought about me.
He's always thinking about research and books. So it was literally more often than if he set the condition to breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Which effectively meant Lupin was going to die if he didn't dispel it, and he had the worst 6 seconds of his life that felt like more pain than you could fit into an entire eternity in a Saw movie.
Okay. So we are at the Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, as you appear in your
my
everything.
entrance.
Yes, your entrance.
Alright, I request some grey dyes.
Wolf looks up and, we don't sell dyes. I can change the color of something, but we don't sell dyes in general.
Okay, I'll be right back. Dimension door. Push the door in the shadow. Dimension door back. Pull it out. Dye this.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about you just like pushing, like just having a shadow portal set up there and back at the door, so you're just like pushing it through, just like, it'll be there in a minute. And he looks at it and goes, what color?
Gray.
Okay, give me a moment as he lifts his hand, and you hear a little bit of an arcane incantation, and then the door suddenly shifts color, starting from one corner and then spreading throughout the rest of it to a very, very nice gray.
How much is that?
A gold piece. It's legitimately the least I can do.
I say, well, here's now my wallet's even, and I'm already being kind for once, so then the mixing door out with the door.
Yeah.
I appear in front of the town hall, and at right where it was. The door appears right where the old one was.
Okay. As you get back, and as you make the door appear, you hear Furnace immediately go, "Oh, he fixed it." He fixed it. He fixed it. The best way I can describe this is a broken animatronic.
I open up the door and say, "Oh, by the way, one of the big trees falling down," and then close it.
Panat just walks over to him and just goes, "Have a drink." And he chugs for like the next minute straight.
Now look at Lupin Dimios. I'm gonna finish that nap I was having. Make me fly back up now.
Lupin immediately goes,
It
"It is like 4 p.m.
I poke up in my granny voice, in my granny phone. Yeah, young, now bedtime. This is sleeping
You
time.
see both
Go back
Lupin
and
and
put down.
Dimios both look at each other with this look of, what the fuck? And then you hear Lupin say, "Well, I don't have to sleep because Fey magic." Dimios, do you have anything to do? Nope, because demons don't have to sleep. Oh, good, so he's the only one of us that has to sleep. Yep.
I then peel over with the can. You don't want. Now sleep.
Lupin immediately hops up. "I physically can't sleep."
I don't care. Command, please.
No, dude, I mean, legitimately, the way it's described, you can't even put him to sleep with magical means. He physically can't sleep.
Well, I tell Dimios to sleep.
Okay, wisdom saving throw for Dimios. I'm not joking about that, though. Lupin has, I think it's called Aspect of the Moon. He physically can't be forced to sleep. He can't sleep. He physically can't. He has to read his book for 8 hours. Well, Dimios failed. This is what happens.
Sleep.
As suddenly, Dimios, in his full armor, collapses onto the floor asleep. Outside the town hall.
Okay, take a minute now. I then go back and lay down.
Okay. Lupin just, like, sits cross-legged and just reads his book for a bit.
So, I don't think Demios has successfully won against
He hasn't. He hasn't. He physically hasn't. Okay. Well, the night passes by, but day passes by uneventfully, and it is currently midnight, and you wake up.
I fly down to Demios and then command him awake.
You could just, like, slap him or anything, but you don't have to use command.
Okay. I walk up to him. I pick him up and I throw him down the street.
Make a strength check with disadvantage because he's in full armor. No.
21.
It goes a bit like this.
As I throw him, wake up, lazy piece of.
You didn't throw him. He's still there. You did not roll high enough because you had disadvantage.
Really?
He was in full plate. You had disadvantage.
I had disadvantage.
Yeah.
Causes.
Lupin immediately looks up and says, "You know we could just like slap him, right?"
I tell Lupin, shush. I have my ways.
Okay. He's going right back to his book.
Well, I push him down into shadows.
Lupin's watching this and writing this all down now.
I fly up to the roof. I yank him out of the shadows, and then I push him off. I'm guessing strength check to see if I can move him.
Yeah. Sorry, you're making me dumbfounded half the time.
Well,
that's a 4.
Seeing as I felt like pushing you, I pull out the great sword, start swinging it like I'm about to hit a golf ball. Wind all the way back and just slam it against. Oh, that's the dagger, not the great sword. Give me a second. Like it's a golf.
Oh god. If this fails, you have missed!
I would have done.
Actually, wait, no, you have advantage on this because he is unconscious currently. He's sleeping. So roll damage.
I'm hitting him with the flat of it, so I assume half damage.
Yeah, we'll say half damage.
That's still a lot of
So
damage.
7. Okay. As Timios is currently on the roof after being pulled out of the shadows, after you tried to push him, he wakes up to a sudden hit across the side of the flat of a greatsword in his back. And immediately goes, "What the hell?"
Does he fall off?
I need to roll a dex check for him to see, and he's
swing cut enough.
and he has a disadvantage on this because of his armor, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's in heavy armor.
Heavy armor gives you disadvantage on dex.
He didn't need the disadvantage. He failed anyway.
I say, wake up, you lazy son of a gun!
As you're saying that, he immediately falls off the roof, flat upon his face, and
I'll fly down. Now that you're awake, we can get on to doing what's to do with this book. I open up the book. Give me like 20 minutes. I gotta figure out what I'm doing again.
Lupin looks at it for a second. He looks at you and just goes, and he just summons a mage hand. He just uses mage hand. You know we could have just done that and just slapped him upside the face, right?
Wait. I then shoot a firebolt at the mage hand.
You can't kill a it doesn't have health!
I still shoot a firebolt at the mage hand.
Okay. Roll firebolt attack. What the? You miss horribly. As you start to fire it, it goes all the way to the left. And currently there is a firebolt going through the sky before it just dissipates to nothing.
You know what I meant.
At this point, Jimios gets up and says, "Wake up call! Slapping me across the face! Water! Ice! Any of those!"
I looked at him. What did you expect from me? I'm the one that put you to sleep.
Lumen just looks at him and he says, "He did. Why didn't he try putting you to sleep? I stated that earlier. You physically can't. Fey magic. Fuck you."
Then tell him, "As I did, you are terrible at not denying me my commands."
It's weird. You have like a demon for hire without needing the money part.
Well, I'm reading the books. Do I know when I need to go yet?
You knew where you needed to go a while ago. Like, we can go there right now.
Okay, well, we can't forget Woofy. Woofy just got fat. Woofy
ate a lot of ghost. He ate a lot of ghost muffins. He ate the ghost muffin that you made by destroying a muffin. That's what he did.
Okay. Oh,
So we're all going to the Falsus Cantus study house, I'm guessing? Is where you want to...
We can't forget we can't forget these people. Yeah.
Yes, we can, because they're currently not there. They left a while ago. This dungeon is literally made so you'll get through it fine with this amount of people, trust me. You'll probably raffle stomp your way through it even.
The first night thing I ever be forever to do it. I failed so many times. I must never do anything nice again. For it's not in my nature.
Lupin immediately goes, "Bullshit, try being nice more often. I know the law probability." By the way, I didn't hide the area of this because you have GM vision. So just try ignoring like 90% of the stuff you see.
Zoom in. Okay. All I can see is yes.
You see what? Focus on the red.
I can only see red.
That's as good. Focus on the red.
Oh, are we entering?
Yes, it's effectively a red carpet open. It's like the reception area. I get. What is it called? What is that called? Seriously, when there's like a house that you have the door and there's a little area. What is that called? Why am I blanking on that?
The living room.
Not the living room.
Room?
Not the living room. Like you know how some people have like a door and there's like that little section.
The entrance room.
That
entrance room.
It's that. It's that. Okay, and there's a door, another door right in the center of the thing. In the front of the center. By the way, the purple is hallways.
Oh, I shall immediately hide.
You do what? Hey, you cut out.
I'm hiding in shadows. I'm immediately hiding in shadows.
Oh, God, you're about to have a rude awakening. As you try to do that, you are suddenly forced out of the shadows. You take no damage, but you're forced out of it. And make an Arcana check.
What?
Make an Arcana check. Yeah. Oh, you know the shit out of what just happened. You know so much of what just happened. You know You know all. But, you know that Falsus, judging by what just happened, Falsus Cantu set up some kind of protective ward that prevents people from going to other dimensions while they're in his abode.
Well, I then told Lupin, you should go open up the door.
Okay. Oh, so are you gonna share that info with Lupin before he tries using one of his spells that changes dimension, or are you just gonna leave it a secret?
I'm gonna just leave it as
He only has 2 spell slots. He only has 2 spell slots. If he uses one of them and it does nothing.
It turned against me last time I went and tried to be good.
Okay, as Lupin opens the door, and there is currently a
I do whisper to Demios. Don't try to go back home.
I am going to have Lupin roll a perception check for that one. Because he knows not to...
Down to see if that step...
Yeah,
Did you hear me?
Roll a stealth check, and I could not hear you, honestly. Roll a stealth check if you're trying to just whisper it. It's very hard to mess this up.
Oh, I want a natural 20.
Lupin hears you. With a 10 and a 6, he still managed to hear you. And he says, "Why is that?" As he's opening the door.
I have no idea. Just don't try to go home. Simple as that.
Roll a deception check.
What?
Deception check.
Deception, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I told him that because he's like...
Yeah, Lupin still knows! Lupin knows! Tell me the truth.
Well, he knows I'm lying.
Tell me the truth.
As I say, I'm not going to.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell
What?
me the truth. Wait, I'm actually looking at some of his spells to see if he can do something. He might just be able to, like, charm you into telling him.
I say, be quiet. Intimidating.
Okay. An intimidation of 12. Which, for the purposes of this, because I can't remember exactly what you roll against intimidation. That's the thing. I have no idea, actually. Let's say it's Constitution, because fuck it, and he has a negative to that. Which means no one can dispute a rolling on that. He literally, if he didn't have a negative, would have rolled exactly that. Okay.
Yes. But we rolled pretty much exactly the same. Because I had a plus, he had a minus. I rolled 11, he rolled 12. We rolled opposite.
Okay.
Just changed it.
He stops pressing it. By the way, you can go into the hallway now.
Oh. Well,
all the purple is hallway.
I go on.
All the purple is hallway.
I go in.
And there are rooms to your left, to your right, and to straight ahead.
Well, I do the most logical thing and go to the right.
But I thought everything you own's in the box to the left. That was a bad joke.
What?
You didn't even hear it, did you?
No.
You might if I ever edit this, but I kind of don't want to repeat that joke. It was that bad. Well, you come across a door.
Yeah.
What dare you do against this horrible foe of a door?
I unleash my claw and go and reach the doorknob and very gently with the very tips of my tongue.
I thought you were gonna say you attacked the door, and I thought you were gonna be ridiculous. Nope, logical. That's something I do not expect out of Mirik. Logic. Okay. As you turn and open the door, and you see into the room, and there are books and armor.
Well, seeing armor, she goes, oh, you turn to one of them and whack it upside the head with my quarterstaff.
Roll an attack with your quarterstaff of death and bullshit. I really don't know. Okay. Roll the damage because that does.
Advantage.
You would because it's surprised. It's 4. Add another D8. Add another D8.
8 damage. So 8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage. And currently this thing. And as you hit it with a staff of power, you take it, whack it upside the head, and you have currently just realized why these pieces of armor were in here. For it immediately goes and gets up and starts moving. Everyone roll initiative!
Yeah, I kind of... Alright, come on. The Emerald Flame has lived.
And you've seen this type of beast like twice.
Animated statue.
You've seen this beast twice.
Full animated statue.
Although one time it was at 1 health, and another time it was at literally dead. Oh, Lupin sucks.
He's never trusted statues.
No. He to put this in perspective, he saw a rust monster and an animated suit of armor locked in combat that were both mortally wounded and decided to shadow breath them both out of existence even though they only had 1 hit point left.
You can't trust statues no matter what.
What would happen if someone built a statue for you? Would you not trust that?
They meow saw you that. What?
Would you not trust a statue of you?
No, I would literally that thing.
And the
If
anime.
it's a statue of me, it's guaranteed.
Oh yeah, it's Mirik. It's a Mirik statue. Kill it with everything we have. It is trying to kill us.
See, everyone, unleash your strongest spells and throw your strongest weapons. You don't want to fight this thing.
By the way, the animated suits of armor go first.
Yeah.
This is gonna hurt you. Probably. Maybe not. Maybe it will. Who knows? But, it is going to, after you hit it over the side of the face, call its friend over. Which I believe is in 25 feet. I'm not even going to measure that. I know it's in 25 feet. It is going to step right over Wolfie because he...
It's exactly 20.
Wolfie technically does not count as something that is impossible to move through. He's a ghost. You can kind of move through a ghost.
Yeah.
Which means all their attacks have the flanking bonus. So... they are both going to make 2...
I'm gonna do something.
What?
I'm gonna do something that's probably my turn.
Okay.
No, you can wait. You can.
They are... this is going to be 4 attacks against you, by the way. You might be unconscious. Okay. I believe that,
Well,
that's 1 hit. That's another hit.
That's 2 hits, 3 hits.
That's 3 hits.
That's 3 hits.
Yeah, they can make... you can use multi-attack for 2 slams. So that's 3 hits, which means that in total will just be 3d6 of death. Plus 6. Roll. You take 18 points of damage as they constantly they take both their swords and just start carving into you.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming it's my turn.
Wait! Now it is.
What?
Now it is.
The werewolf icon.
Oh, the werewolf icon. Oh, the werewolf icon. Oh! The werewolf icon.
Yes,
you
the
do now.
werewolf icon.
Remember, this takes an action to do. Because it is quite taxing on physical form to
What does it?
It takes an action.
What does it take?
An action.
Yeah, okay, action, yeah. Yeah, I assume that.
It is quite... As you suddenly get hit, and then you immediately just go... And you unleash a horrible roar. As suddenly, outside, there's suddenly a snapping of bone and ripping and tearing of flesh. As your form shifts from that of the Shadow Dragon Yonti into a lycanthrope.
Well, I'm still thinking when I attack to begin with.
Wait, what?
And I shall tackle it with my meter 50. Slamming it against a wall, hopefully.
Okay, roll a strength check. This is what Mirk does, people.
Strength check.
This is what Mirk does. Oh, there's wall. I'm just gonna remember, this is a +2. I'm just gonna hit it's a +2 to whatever this is. Okay, yeah, you succeed very, very well. Which one were you doing? The one you already attacked?
This one.
Okay.
Now.
Dude, move back to where you were, because, that's a wall. That black line is a wall. So...
I was pushing it like he was up against.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ram him and slam him up against a wall. So for improvised weapon damage, he takes 3 points of damage.
How much movement did that take, if I may ask?
I think I decided it was 20 for ramming.
And this is a corner wall. This is a wall right next to our ramming into. Am I correct?
Wait, would you say that again?
Right here, left of him. To the left of him is a wall. Why?
Yeah, okay, where the wood is the room. The purple is the hallway around it.
Well, I then immediately pull him back, and I then charge to the other wall. This wall.
Okay, make another strength check. As you are trying to ram him into... this is +2, so 13. Did you... You beat a 13! Congratulations, a winner is you! As you tear him from that spot, slam him up against the other side of the wall. He takes another 2 points of damage. But he is...
Now, roughly, how big is he? How big is he?
He's like 5... He'd be like 7 or 8 feet. Like,
and I have him pushed up against the wall at the moment, don't
I? Not held. If you want to use... If you want to just, like, end your turn there, I can say that you're holding him there, but otherwise he's going to be, like, free to move.
Do something. I wasn't going to do much, but I do have a something. Wait a second. I gotta get up his stats.
Need I point out that these things are suits made of armor?
It's not gonna bite it. It's not gonna bite it. But I can't do what I wanted to do. Well, I want the snake to slither up the animated armor, go to where the hand would be, where the hand would meet the thing, and I want it to try to crush the arm.
Wait.
That's where he grips the sword at. I want to crush the thing with it. So
You could certainly try, but that's gonna be a strength check. Yeah,
yes, so it has to get lower than. Come on.
That does not work. As your snake goes across to do that, and it starts tightening, it does jack doodly.
Well, I say, well, I'm done. Who's next?
You can't speak in your lycanthropic form. That's like the one saving grace of this for me. You can't speak in your lycanthropic form yet.
Well, I'm done. It's Demios' turn.
It comes out like this.
Their weapons considered magical.
If I remember correctly, no.
They can't damage me.
They are silver.
Why would they have silver swords?
Because Falsus was paranoid. He had sets of runes set up so you couldn't go to another plane of existence.
Well, that's just weird.
You say it's rude. Falsus said it's logical.
Nothing is logical about illusions. Ooh, actually, I have an idea.
And what is Deimos going to do? Everyone, say it with me. Smite the suit of armor. As he is going to cast a wrathful smite. And it means that it... not wrathful. Sorry, it was a different one. It was searing smite. Sorry, there are a lot of different smites. So, which means he... Hey, let me go back to his weapon. It wasn't letting me go. So, great sword. I don't think that hits, actually. Yeah, that missed horribly. Luckily, he gets an extra attack. And it still misses!
Demios is terrible.
Usually he's better than this. It's just these things have a high armor class. As he swings once and swings twice, and both have missed horribly. As his blade is still glowing with fire. And he just goes,
okay.
You I will fucking kill. And next up is Wolfie, of course.
Well, you have advantage if you attack the thing literally in.
Yeah. It's also being flanked by you, technically. I think that's how that would work. Oh!
Let's a bite at it.
He didn't need the advantage. That's quite a hit there. Its armor class could have been infinity, and he would have hit.
And damage.
Holy shitballs. Unfortunately, that's not on the same one that you were hitting. But currently, Wolfie brought down to basically the same amount of damage you've done to that one. So that'd be...
Wow.
Actually, I think it's... Wait, no, it's lower. It's lower than yours. He's done more damage to his than you've done to yours. As he bites it from within its own... From within it. And it is currently very, very much hurt. As Wolfie bit it basically where the nuts would be. It is in very much pain.
Wolfie's keeping a hold on it? Is he keeping a hold onto it, or is he releasing the bite?
For bite, it'd be releasing. It's a weird thing.
Okay. Okay, I just want to... yeah, Wolfie is just gonna fade... Because he's ghost. And just be white now.
Right here. Okay. I do believe he would take damage from that if I'm correctly, because it's a weird thing where if a ghost ends its turn in something, it takes like force damage. It's been a while since we've needed to do this because he's never been in this position before.
Well, how big is Wolfie? How big is Wolfie?
He was meant to be the size of one square, but then the last time I tried fixing that, you changed.
He looks weird like that. Yeah. He looks the size of one square. Would he fit under me at this point? Beside me? How big I would be?
No. You'd still be. You're pretty big in the square. Like, you pretty much filled the square. He'd need to be like... He could be, like, next to you or, like, move back from where the thing was, but that's about it.
Well, yeah, so he has plenty of movement. He could just move to me, then move to the side.
Yeah, like that. That works fine.
Look how small you made Wolfie. Look how small you made him.
Shut up.
Okay, it's Lupin's turn.
Okay, Lupin is going to take his turn, and he's going to use his turn. To anyone who has played a Warlock, you know exactly the move I'm going to use, because it is literally the most optimal move you can possibly use. Okay, Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Blast?
Yep. He knows it. He played a Warlock like twice, and he knows it's Eldritch Blast. He played a level 1 Warlock, and he knows it's Eldritch Blast.
Done. I think that hits.
Yeah, and I think both of them hit because it's 2 beams, and I'm counting that unless we have disadvantage. I'm just not. So that's at the one that Wolfie hit. So this is going to be quite a bit of damage. That's 11 points of damage onto that one. Okay, as that animated suit of armor just is recoiling from being bitten by a ghost wolf, it is suddenly hit with 2 beams of arcane purplish green energy of just fuck you. And now it is the animated suit of armor's turn.
Now, one of them's kind of pinned wall at the moment.
He's not pinned. He's still able to hit you. Because you can
I literally... Would I have pushed him into the wall and stayed on him? That I have movement speed to back out?
He'd still be able to... He'd be restrained, but he's still able to take attacks at you. That's how restraint works. He can't move, but he can still attack you.
Okay.
And, as all this shit has been going down, currently, as just a battle recap, since we've gone through the turn order, one of the animated suits of armor, not the one you pinned to the wall, the other one, is looking fucked. The one you pinned to the wall is currently trying to slash at you. So that one is going to make its axe. And I don't think it counts as advantage anymore because of the way this thing is set up, even though they're technically flanking you. For the sake of me rolling less dice, I'm going to say that they don't have advantage from flanking anymore, because they have been utterly fucked. So
okay. Well, the die.
That's just both of his multi-attacks. Oh!
What?
Oh! Neither hit! This is from the other one. You're kidding. No. Neither hit. Also, 2 natural ones! Literally back to back, because it was the last one of that one and the first one of the next one. Okay. I need to roll their damage for hitting themselves now. Okay. As the one you have pinned to the wall tries slashing, and it's slashing randomly, and it manages to actually hit itself with its sword, the other one starts to go towards you, and it's been hit enough that it does not calculate for the dents, and it just slips and hits itself as well. So that is that much more damage on that guy, and that much more damage on that guy. And that is the end of their turn, as they have currently done more damage to themselves than you.
Well, as soon I command the site to call back onto me, I then flip the armor onto the other.
Strength check.
Undo and thrown.
This is a strength check because this is a heavy suit of armor. You'd have.
Well, 10.
I think you'd have advantage on this because I say so. You're in werewolf form, and you know. So you immediately throw the suit of armor into the other suit of armor, and upon one suit of armor hitting another, it is the most beautiful death. I think maybe. Let's see what the dice say. Oh yes, the most beautiful death. As the one that was there, that you were throwing, not the one you were throwing, the other one that has been utterly fucked, is currently dead.
Okay.
As it was butt blasted into by the other suit of armor, and is currently very, very dead. And the other one takes 4 points of damage, and it's just hit the ground. It is currently prone, and it is taking some damage.
Can I pounce and do claw?
Yeah.
Attack with claw.
Ah, that hits. It hits.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yes. Roll the damage. 14 points of slashing damage. Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? He had 13 hit points left. As you throw him, you then pounce upon him, ripping the armor to nothing. And that one is dead as well.
Okay, so I'm assuming after that fight, I transform back into milk.
You can stay in the Lycan form as long as you want, but remember, when you get out of, but you can't cast spells, and when you get out of it, you get a point of exhaustion. You also can't speak in that form.
Yes, I know.
Also, why is there...
What point of exhaustion do you
exhaustion, the first level of exhaustion, if I remember correctly, gives you disadvantage on all ability checks and saving throws. Which, with your playstyle, is like half of 99% of what you do.
It's just lower everything to +1.
It's disadvantage, dude. And then the next level is your speed is halved. The next level is your disadvantage on attack rolls. Next level is hit point maximum.
And how do I get rid of exhaustion?
You have to take a long rest. You have to take a long rest to get rid of a point of exhaustion.
Well, I wish to look at the armor pieces, please.
Investigation check, please.
I
think you're gonna add to your collection now. Oh, you see it!
23.
You see everything! Upon the currently horribly broken smatterings of armor, because you have ripped that thing to shreds, you find upon the two scrap heaps, I think is the best word to describe them at this point, 2 orbs that match the style of the orb you found long ago upon the first adventure.
Can you add them to my inventory for...
Yeah. It's another 2 manufactured orbs. It's another 2 manufactured souls.
Okay.
And you pick that up? I'm guessing you pick it up at least. With your hoardingness.
Yes, I picked them both up.
Where's the manufactured? There's the manufactured soul orbs. Now you have 3 of them. Just in your bag.
Yeah.
There's 3 souls in your bag, yeah. I think you're more of a demon than Demios at this point. And as you pick that up, Lupin immediately asks, "What's that?"
Nothing.
I'm not even gonna say you get a deception check for that one. When you just say, "It's nothing," they automatically know you're lying. That's the rule.
It's technically nothing.
It's a soul. It's not nothing. This is why you don't say it's nothing. He has to roll a natural 1 for you to tie and have to roll again. Let's see if he rolls a natural 1. If he does, I'm gonna die of laughter.
Natural 1. Natural 1. Natural 1.
Nope. Lupin just looks at you. What is it really?
It's just a...
Okay, we're gonna have to study that later. Demios immediately just looks at it for a second. And you can see, because he has a full helmet piece. You can see, what roughly resembles demon drool come out of the sides of the full plate. You do not put a soul in front of a demon, tell him not to eat it. What you gonna do now?
Well, I'm gonna first cast False Health on some HP for an hour.
Oh, so you're gonna be taking a swig of beer again. Okay.
Yep. I gain another max HP. I gain the max temporary HP.
Yay! Where are you going now, Mirik? Because you are leading the party, Mirik.
I look through the books.
Investigation check.
Oh, also, I shoved what's left of...
You shout what?
Shove what's left of the armor into the shadows.
Oh, yeah. You now have 2 piles of scrap. That's the only way they can be described.
You're gonna have to add them, Carl.
I'll put them on a sheet of paper to add later. I'll put them on the add later paper.
Yeah.
2
Is some
scrap
people big?
heaps. What? What?
Is that people big?
What?
Is that people? Nothing. Okay.
It's
what
going to
happened?
be. It's going to be.
With the
Okay.
investigation.
As you look through these books, you see general books. Is the best way I can describe it. Like cookbooks, recipe books, and that's pretty. And a few just random fiction books, but that's about it. A lot of cookbooks, though.
Walk through that one now and push it over.
Okay, roll a strength check. You have advantage because it's still.
11.
I'm gonna say you have advantage on this. As you, with no effort at all, just... And currently, the bookcase has been flipped. I know it doesn't look like it, but because I don't have a good way to show that it's been flipped. But it has been flipped, and all the books have spilled upon the floor, and it's a horrible sight to see, because Lupin the book lover is right outside the door.
And now walk onto the, and now slither on, wrap up, and go to sleep.
As you're doing that, Lupin is just picking up all the books, trying to pick up the shelf and failing. Just like, must fix. He's put all the.
Me?
What?
I'm going to sleep.
Just going to sleep.
Yep, I told Woofy to keep going as I slumber.
Okay, roll a perception check for Wolfie. Because Demios would be in the room now, too. And
14.
Demios would be asleep. Lupin would not be asleep because... Demios actually wouldn't be asleep.
Well, Demios doesn't.
Yeah, Demios doesn't sleep.
Demios
Sorry, I had to remember that. You're the only one in the party who actually sleeps.
Yes. Yeah, I can kick both of their butts if I wanted to.
Perception for Demios. Or Demos. Perception for Lupin. Sorry, Demios rolled
Is
shit.
it smell or hearing? Is it smelling or hearing?
Because of the way this is, I'm gonna say it's hearing.
Woofy would have advantage.
I'm gonna say it's hearing.
Would Woofy have advantage?
Yeah, Wolfie would have advantage. It's hearing. Keeping watch, I'm gonna say at least part of it's hearing, so I'm gonna allow that.
Okay.
Doesn't matter because Lupin sees this. As this happens, suddenly you hear, or everyone but you hears because you're the only one that's asleep. Clank. The best way I can describe it is lots and lots of metal. Like, lots of metal moving.
Do they wake me up?
Oh, yeah! And Lupin, Demios is going, hey, I think there might be more of those suits of armor around.
Well, as I rise up, I immediately shout, who disturbs me? And then, shoot, past the door.
Wait, what?
Right where the door is. Right outside the door,
Give me a moment, I have to get all the sprites of the house. There's a lot of animated suits of armor in this house. They need to all get to the same position.
As I shout, who disturbs me? I pull up the cannon and just fire it. Right out the door.
What's the range of that? It's 20 foot? Because there might seriously be ones of these that aren't affected by it. There's a lot of them.
20-foot radius. It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I'm still getting them. You angered the spirits of the house by sleeping. Do not sleep!
Well, they angered me by waking me. I need a full-on...
Okay.
I doubt the dex is good.
I'm just gonna roll 1d20 for these because I don't want to have to roll 1,000. They actually have a +1 to dex. No, sorry, wrong page.
Yeah, they're within...
They don't have a negative to dex. I actually thought they would have a negative to dex.
Okay.
Nope! Roll damage! That was their... They do have a -1. They do have a 1 in... Wait, is that 33? Is that 33?
33 on all of them.
Dude.
33 on them all, because they're all within range.
Animated armor hit point total is 33. You exactly killed all of them.
I think okay, I'm going back to sleep. Just put the cannon back up.
Okay, as you wake up, just pissed that people woke you up, you slam out your cannon, fire off a canister, and outside, you see and hear just the melting of armor as there is just consumed by a ball of fire that takes away their very life essence. And currently, there is I would say there would be scrap heaps, but no, there are not. You have literally deleted them from existence.
It would be molten heaps. It would be molten.
Yes, there is. Molten piles of metal. as currently Demos is closing the door to the... Actually, no, he's not, because the door can't be closed. So currently there is a pool of molten hot, burning hot metal that is leaking into the room. It's gonna do damage if it hits you. I want you to know that. And as this happens, Lupin immediately goes, wait, I got this. And he's gonna cast Ray of Frost on it to cool it down enough so that it stops moving.
I am still. I fell back asleep. His instinct went back to sleep.
Okay. Demios, once he knows you're asleep, just says, I will find a way to settle that fucking score. I will beat him. I will beat him. The great Demos will beat him. Eventually.
What does that mean, my kill count?
Too goddamn high. I'm waiting till we have to put players from the party into your kill count. Okay, there's Demios that he killed a while ago. Okay, there's Lupin that he killed 5 times over because Lupin can't technically die. Oh, by the way, that's also a fun fact about this party.
I'm willing to say
there are 2 fun facts about this party, everyone. There are 2 fun facts about this party, everyone. The only person in this party that can actually have permadeath is Mirik. Because Demos has a phylactery that he can use to demon respawn. Lupin has a contract with the Fae keeping him alive. Wolfie is... Wolfie. Oh wait, no, your snake can. Your snake can. Actually, no, they can be resummoned. They can be...
It's pretty much a model as long as I'm...
Yeah.
And I am a pain to keep. I think I've only been knocked unconscious once, and that was that one thing.
Yeah. Anyway, as you pass by the rest of the night, and I did not expect that combat to go that quickly. Okay, you defeated the entire house very quickly. As that goes on, you sleep, and a long rest has proceeded, and your temporary hit points are now gone. And, everyone is healed back to full, and they get all their spell slots back, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah.
So, it's mostly me. I think mostly me.
And Demos, Mister, I'm going to hit my teammate awake instead of just slapping them or using water.
Now, as I was slowly wake up, by the way, what did I attack?
Lupin just looks at you with this face of... He just looks at you... He doesn't even look at you. He's just still looking at his book. Oh, you killed, like, a lot of suits of animated armor. I lost count.
Oh.
They're currently a metal pile on the floor.
I fly over the pile of metal, looking to see if I can see any manufactured souls.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation?
Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no, bro! You failed! You know what happens when you fail? Death! I'm just kidding.
Did I get blinded? I'm guessing I get blinded.
As you're looking for them, you look through and you find a lot of cracked glass orbs that you think probably used to hold the souls. And as you go to touch one of them, it immediately cuts you, and then you manage to fall back, because the cut doesn't do much damage against your dragon flesh, but you immediately fall back into a bit of the metal that isn't quite cooled yet. So that is going to be...
I was flying, though. I was flying over it.
You made a critical one. Your wings stopped functioning. You take 2 points of damage. Of burning fire metal damage.
Okay. I don't know. How the souls... I must have hit them really good.
Wait, what did you just say? You cut out.
I taunted them like I think all the souls got bonded. I must have hit them like really, really hard. What did I do again?
You know Dimios is in full plate, a full plate helmet. Even through that, you can tell he's looking at you with a look of death right now, just pissed at you that he didn't get any of the souls.
What did I do to them again?
Lupin goes,
something with fire.
Lupin goes, cannon, clockwork, fire canister.
Okay, that makes... Well, I'm guessing the house is clear.
Yeah, you can zoom out if you want now. There's only one room that you can literally just say, I check every room and make a uniform investigation check except for the last one. There's only one room that really is important. All the rest just have like knick-knack.
I check every room.
Okay. Which room? Which room is first on the agenda?
I check them all.
Okay.
Oh, I checked this one. Because I'm assuming it's gonna look as...
You'll find book, and book, and book, and book, and you can tell it's a lot more cookbooks and stuff. Next room!
Well, 3 more for everyone.
Yeah. Every room except the back room. The back room is special.
3.
The back room is special. So you can roll for everyone except for that one. If you can't... Just roll 3 more investigation checks.
They're walling.
I'm gonna do left to right for this.
I am. You gotta wait.
I know. I'm gonna do left to right for your
what
investigation checks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough to find, like, everything. I just have to remember which room had what. Okay. So, in the left room, you see, upon the shelves, you see many magical component. Like, literally, any spell you can think of, there are probably magical components for this.
I grab one.
You can't. Unless you're just, like, shadow dimensioning in it, because otherwise there's way too much weight, just by component weight.
I'm gonna just shadow them.
I'm just thinking right now, why did I give you a bag of holding? You have a shadow dimension.
I don't know. Oh, to keep the dragon killer in.
Oh yeah. That way you don't knock Lupin unconscious every time you open the shadow dimension. Next, you find
I just shove literally anything I can shove into shadows. Doors, shelves, tables, rugs, candles, just...
Yeah, guys, for those who's wondering, there's a reason why I now have a sticky note that says, no shadow dragons!
I'm only half shadow dragon, I'm not as...
If you could see my hands right now, you'd see that it is the power of the double fuck you.
Well, okay, what happens after I literally shove her into the psycho touch?
Well, that's about it for that room. In the next one, you find it is a dining area with a bit of a furnace. It is about it. It's a rather boring dining area. It's a furnace.
Okay, it's a furnace.
Yes, it's a furnace.
I touch it and just shove it in. Just touch. Bye.
Entire furnace in shadow dimension now. Okay. Furnace. I had to write that down. In the next room, you find food. And roll an intelligence check for the food.
I'm guessing it's all rotten. Well, it's dissolved or what too.
Roll an intelligence check. Okay, this is good enough. Yeah, the food should be rotten because Falsus died a hell of a long time ago. But it's not. And you look at it for a second and you can tell that
my cat know where I'm
Falsus...
at. Move it so I know where I'm at.
Apparently, Falsus... I should have made you roll Arcana for this, but it doesn't matter. We'll just say that you did. In either way, you would succeed. Bleh. I messed up.
I rolled an intelligence. My Arcana has a +7. Intelligence only a +4.
Either way, you win. You win. A winner is you. But yeah, you can tell that Falsus apparently figured out a way to, for lack of a better word, time stop rooms. And literally freeze rooms in time until something happened.
Ooh. Can I shove the entire pocket dimension?
You shove what into the pocket dimension?
The entire room.
You can't shove an entire room. You can shove the contents of a room. You can't shove an
Courses.
entire room.
Courses.
Also, you're not going to question how these torches are staying lit even past this long when he should be long dead.
Yeah. I walk up to the torches and just shove them in the shadow. Mine. Anything I can shove in shadows. Mine.
Okay,
Mine.
the easiest way I'm gonna remember this is just make a note to myself. Everything in Falsus's house!
When we get back to the stronghold, I shall.
Okay, good. This is your stronghold loading.
Okay.
By the way, at this point, Dimios is saying, I'm a demon and I'm not this greedy. Come on!
I walk up to the floor, to the planky zone. I just shove the planky zone. Shadows. Mine. And just a plank of wood with it.
As you do that, he suddenly starts to lose his balance and then manages to get onto another board. Now, what is your next move? There's still the back area that you have not explored one bit.
I shall just fly to the back.
There's a door.
Move me, please.
There's a door.
I touch the door and just say, shadows. Mine.
As you do that, and it literally unbolts itself, and there's currently just flapping hinges. Mirik! I'm going to be in an insane asylum soon, and their doctors are going to be wondering why I'm saying Mirik over and over again. When they do, I'm going to tell them to call Austin.
How I make my money? What's a better thief than a thief that can rob without you knowing what it is?
Okay. Do you want to investigate the room, or do you want to go to the other room?
I want to know what this thing is.
Roll an wait, no, you can see everything in here actually. Roll an Arcana check.
What?
Arcana.
So not religion? Good. I thought I got +7 to both.
It'd be hilarious if you failed this thing horribly with a natural. Whoa!
22.
Oh, okay. As you look at it, you can tell this is where Falsus was experimenting. And you can tell in the cages that one of them is currently broken, probably because of a mess up. He had experimentation animals, anything he could experiment on to try to make a spell that could trick a god.
Well, I walk up to everything. You're all mine now.
I seriously just... I already wrote down everything in Falsus' house, so I don't even need to make a note of that again. Okay. Now, do you want to go to the other room?
I immediately just said, well, everything should be clear. Fly to the door, just push into these shadows as I enter.
Okay. Roll a perception check. I need you to basically roll just what you see in the room.
Right, I'm not very percept. You should know this.
Currently, everyone else is just following behind you, just like a few steps behind to make sure they don't get dead. Well, you see around you, and you see very weird things. Very weird things. First off, you see, on the bed, asleep, curled up in a little ball, a 9-tailed fox. And you see the chest that is over there is currently snoring and has jagged teeth, and its tongue is out. And the little shelf over there, over to the side, that's like right below the chest. Yeah, that is effectively just like my best way to describe it is the medieval equivalent to the medicine cabinet. For like if you have a headache or something. And as you've come into this room, you heard a slight... that's a wardrobe. That's a dresser. That's a wardrobe. The rest of it's just empty shelves and a nightstand. And there's nothing in the wardrobe, by the way. Also...
I flap around.
Wait, there's one more thing I need to say.
Shoving things in shelves.
Okay. You noticed as you came in, there was a odd sound. A very odd sound. It was a... Well, something along those lines.
Something along what lines?
The lines of...
That's probably just the door disappearing into shadows. I just go on and start shoving anything that I think is not allowed. Start shoving into the shadows. I look in the medicine cabinet.
It's already... Oh, I said it's the equivalent. It's still on, like, shelves and stuff. You can still see everything. It's just, like, seriously simple herbs and stuff for, like, headaches and stuff.
I want to know what's in it.
It's, like, herbs for headache relief, pain relief, just simple stuff like that.
I take the ones for headache relief. Hey, I saw something liquid. You might need this. You might need this.
Oh. Okay. Are you sure everything is safe in here and nothing is going to go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong?
I could tell Lupin out.
Fuck you. If everything is fine in here, then I am going to just make zit as a rune.
Out.
It's too late now. Something has already happened. As Lupin accidentally stepped on a magical rune. It's too late now. Wait a moment. He is currently being electrocuted.
He can still walk with being electrocuted.
Give it a moment. As Lupin accidentally stepped on a magical rune that you did not notice.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
And he takes 12 points of lightning damage.
I'm guessing I would have advantage.
Oh no, yeah. You'd... Actually, no, he'd have disadvantage on the saving throw. He'd have disadvantage on the saving throw. Because there is no advantage for, command.
That's good. Out. Roll wisdom, see if he leaves.
He leaves!
No, he does not leave.
He leaves!
He leaves. Out.
He just walks out, just sad cat faces out the door. Dimios immediately asks, why do you look like burning cat? Don't! He just goes in the corner for a minute.
I then take my wings and flap it as hard as I can on the floor.
Dude, that was the only trap. I don't have an image for it, but it was basically like a 3x3 grid in the center.
Yeah.
Also, at the noise of that happening, you hear what sounds like a yawn, and you notice that the nine-tailed fox has officially waken up. And it's looking at you and just says, what are you doing?
What language does it speak in?
It speaks common.
I just say I'm here to steal everything so I can master the loot spell. This dude was creating.
He still is. He still is. Time law.
What?
He still is. That's what the nine-tailed fox
Who
says.
is?
Falsus still is.
Who is?
Falsus! If you're in someone's house, you should at least know what his name is.
Know his name. I forget names of my family. I then pull out the books. So it says he's dead.
You just see the nine-tailed fox just look at you. You're a liar. I know this angle. I've run this angle before. And at that point,
I show him the book where it says dead.
Yeah. It's easy to manufacture a book, trust me. And at that point, the nine-tailed fox is cut off in the middle of its sentence by the mimic suddenly waking up and going, What happened? Where? Chester, are you okay? The nine-tailed fox looks up. Chester, are you okay? Chester? And it vomits up a piece of parchment. Chester, when did you eat that? I don't know.
Well,
right next to your
I
feet.
immediately say, I'm gonna go pick that up. It's probably important.
I need you to make a strength check right now, because at this point, the nine-tailed fox is using one of its tails to try and grab it as well. It succeeded, because I used my special DM dice. It rolled a 13. -2.
Once I notice him, we stop and say, go right ahead.
Yeah. The nine-tailed fox then realizes it does not have opposable thumbs. I'm just in this form. And so its shape changes into a more human-like form, which I do not have a sprite for at this moment because I'm stupid at getting sprites.
I got a few sprites.
Don't. Not right now. We'll figure it out later. As it unfolds the paper, and you see its eyes just go wide in fear and just not believing it for a while, and then it just throws it back over to you and goes back into its fox form and lays down on the bed, saddened by the news. Do you want to read it? Currently at your feet.
And now, first I'm going to say, how long do y'all think y'all been sick?
At this point, the fox is just saddened down, and Chester goes, "A day?"
Alright, then, let's see. Do I have anything on me?
You still haven't read the parchment note. And then the fox, after saying a day, the fox after Chester says a day says, hundreds of years. Hundreds of years.
Yes. I'm willing to guess fastest if someone would enter this room.
The Kitsune. I'm gonna say Kitsune because if I say nine-tailed fox, I can break my tongue. The Kitsune immediately says, normally, he would freeze us in time. That way, he would know, and it would prevent intruders. Because simply, if we're frozen in time, and he goes somewhere for a week, he knows that we will be fine where we are. Apparently, the last time he did that, he did not come back before he died. Normally it's set so that if anyone enters the room, the lock is broken. Obviously, he did not come back.
May I ask what?
You broke up. You got to what? You got to what? You broke up.
May I ask what's on the note?
You can read it. It's at your feet. She threw it back at you.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
I pick it up and start asking. Is it one of the handouts?
It is not a handout because I did not.
Did you not do a handout?
I did not do a handout. I'm sorry. I should have done a handout. I did not do a handout. I'll have the handout. Okay. But it says, I am sorry to both of you, but I must leave to see if I can actually get this spell to work. I know I am going to die. There is no doubt, I hope, that whoever does manage to break this time lock does manage to find you a good home. And if not, I know that you, Hesu, my fateful companion, will be able to find a nice home for you in Chester. Goodbye, probably forever, Falsus.
I then neatly folds it back up and just lay it down on the bed.
Currently, the nine-tailed fox, which you now know as Hitsu, is just curled up in a ball, just saddened by the news and just...
I ask, what shall y'all do now? Your master or companion is gone. And my snake is still on my arm.
Yeah, and at this point the fox says, "We'll find something, I hope. Maybe."
I ask, what do they enjoy doing?
To be fair, I legitimately just was helping Falsus out with his magical studies and a little bit of trickery every now and then, making sure that he didn't go too far into study without having fun. And Chester here just likes storing things, don't you? Chester immediately, if you could, he just jumps up and down in agreement, yes. Store things, yes. Yeah.
I then say, well, I'm planning on following in Falsu's footsteps to perfect the spell that he died trying to make. Would you be happy to help me?
At that, you see...
And then I say slightly on the side, plus we can have some really good fun.
As you say that, you see the sad face immediately turn to happiness, and just all the tails immediately shoot up. Yes!
I then say, be warned, if you help me, trickery is guaranteed to be afoot.
Immediately, the Hitsune says, I know. She's very happy right now.
And then I walk over to the mimic and ask, would you join me as well?
Chester just looks up at you. Join, yes. I'm not much of a fighter, though. I'm more storage.
That is perfectly fine. I then hand him 20 gold pieces. Here, you can start this.
And you give him the gold. He just right down on it. I will store this. Yes, good storing.
I then say, I have One is demon, one is fae. Well, fae aligned. I then motion for them to come in.
Okay. As they come in, first Demos has to duck down a little bit under the the like 5, I think it would be 7 foot probably for this foot doorway to get in, and then Lupin walks in, and it's immediate, and well, Boss Wolfie is with you, and that's just great. Wait, this is DM recap. So you have an undead, a Shadowfellian demon, a Feyblind, a Mimic, and a Kitsune, and a Snake, and you.
Yes.
And that's not including all the ones you recruited in town.
No.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I then introduced Demios and Luquin to Skew, and you can literally just put it as a nameplate.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
gonna
can put it as a nameplate.
That's what I'm gonna do now.
Too late, I've already done it. Slow, man. You got rid of it. How could you? Hetsu. How dare you?
Hetsu. I was going to write down both the Mimic and the thing's name in the chat.
Okay.
So there's Chester.
Okay.
I think we're gonna overload Roll20 with nameplates at some point if you keep recruiting people.
First thing I do though, after I go back to where everything was set up, everything from this room back up. Like, I shall leave this room in honor of Fotsu.
Okay, and you see the Kitsune like legitimately nod and just like happiness and acceptance of this finally. You just made someone effectively go through all 5 stages of grief within the span of a few seconds.
That's milk for you.
Yeah, and by the way, because I don't want my computer to explode with recording, we're gonna end it here. For now. We've been playing since like 10.
Okay.
So that was a good session, and Mirik, if you want to help with the outro like usual, you can. What do you have to say?
This is Miller Kimmelflame, Beast Tamer Extraordinaire, seeing you out in the Shadow Realm.
But anyway, yeah. Again, I am simply the Masked Spectre. And everyone, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't like it, comment if you want to comment if you have any thoughts on this video, subscribe if you want to be notified, ring the bell icon if you want to be notified, follow me on Twitter if you want to actually be notified because YouTube is suck, and goodbye.
Remember to be tricky.
I already hit the buttons.